Why the sad face, my friend? It is week 10. Check down Sunday. It's your boy, Rick Rosen. This is the Checkdown. 3 hours live. Heavy.com's official fantasy football advice show. I'm in this chair from 10 to 1. And I hope you're here for many of those hours. What's going on, Tan Man? It's another beautiful Sunday in the biz. And I hope you're ready to cop some dubs because we got a lot of great lineups tonight. Bipocalypse is over, but there's still crazy good offenses that are on the break. So we have a lot of big decisions to make. I got a lot of fun DraftKings stuff. We got a sick show today. And yo, double-digit weeks. The season's not that much longer. In 3 weeks, last game of the regular season, you have 4 weeks. You have 4 weeks to make your playoff push. If you are 3-6, you are in trouble. You are officially in trouble. But that's okay. We're going to start the turnaround right now. Week 13 is the one. Good morning, Tony. Week 13 is our look-ahead target. We got 14, 15, 16 for the playoffs. We have to make changes when the double digits roll around. If you are still leaning on your preseason opinions of players or even first 2 weeks opinions on players, we need to have a serious adjustment. We need to do a who's good, who's no longer good. What up, bruh? What's going on, Suhu? Thanks for hopping in. It's lit. This is how we check down. It is 10 o'clock, and for the next 3 hours, we're going to talk about every game on the fantasy slate. We got spreads. I got my 5 dimes page up. We're looking to make some parleesies, make some of that money. I hit a nice one yesterday. We hit Miami with the points, Oklahoma straight, and UCLA straight because I root for my son. Josh Rosen goes down 14-0 like that. Throws a pick on the first drive like that. But my son refuses to quit, and my son leads his team back. ESPN did an article earlier this week that said, QB projections 2020. Who's everybody going to be starting in 2020? It's a bullshit article, right? Because it's based on absolutely zero fact. Tyrod Taylor's a Charger. Tom Brady's still a Patriot, obviously. It's still like Dak, Wentz, a Bridgewater, Carr. But then there's some weird ones. There's like Tyrod Taylor's moving anyway, burying the lead. In this ridiculously fake article that I'm now going to pick, it's now going to be fact to me, the Giants took Josh Rosen and the Jets took Sam Darnold, which is awesome for 2 reasons. So, Titans and Mariota cruising. Yeah, I saw that too. So check this out. So not only do the Jets and Giants both have elite franchise quarterbacks at the same time, which means they both should be competitive and good at the same time. So like right now, we love doing the what if for Manning and Rivers, and they're literally on opposite sides of the country. Imagine if they're in the same town, these two insanely high draft prospects, where one team is always going to be charged with, did you make the wrong decision? Or like, the drama could be, there could be decades of drama if this goes down. And I get to buy a Giants Rosen jersey without being super, super hype pretentious fan. Like, I get to wear, if your team gets a dude with your name, you're buying that jersey. No shit. I'm fully, sorry for the curse, fully prepared to buy a Raiders jersey, fully prepared to buy whatever jersey I got to get my son's name on the back. But if it's going to be a Giants jersey, whoa, doggy. Now we're talking to every Sunday special. Would I buy a Jets Rosen jersey? Gotta do it. Gotta do it, man. It's not a personalized jersey anymore. It's my son. I'm supporting my son. Gotta do it. It hurts. I've thought about this a lot, man. This is not a flippant decision. It's not dude, throw the asterisks all you want. Washington Rosen, yeah, I would have to do. Literally, I would get a Browns Rosen. I want to wear my name on the back of a jersey without paying extra for personalized. I truly believe this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I truly, truly believe there will never be another top-tier rookie quarterback contesting for the number 1 overall pick with the same last name as me. Brown Roser, love it. It'll literally never it'll literally never ever happen again in my lifetime, right? If Demerit is the first overall pick, snag it. Tukmanian, snag it. Spivak is a Bengals quarterback, you're gonna snag it. No matter what. I love this. Don hit me with is the show Monday. I'm seeing if I can pull this up without it being fraudulent. Is there gonna be? No show? This is yesterday. No show? Kid actually wakes up? I love it. Looked at it over and over again. It's beautiful. Pop filter problems. Anyway, we have a super litty show today. Let's get into some questions because they're starting to stack a little bit, and then we'll swing back around, look at the schedule, and get things rolling. Yeah! Favorite Limp Bizkit song? Post it in the chat. PPR, flex, Marquise Lee, Elijah McGuire, or Large Rob. Wow, it's a sketchball situation, but I kind of fuck with I kind of feel Elijah McGuire today. I just feel like that's such a good game script for him, but I don't want to get too cute. Large Rob, 100% touchdown dependent, and against a Vikings run defense that does not like allowing touchdowns to running backs, I cannot endorse Rob. Marquise Lee is probably going to get number 1 coverage. They shut down D.D. Westbrook again based off Jaguars or Chargers have good corners. They got Casey Hayward, and their biggest problem is their linebackers and next level runs. And they're in every game. So there's not like a ton of issues with the defense. The pass rush is good. That's why they're going to run a lot. So I have no problem with Elijah McGuire there. I know it's sketchy, but I think he's guaranteed 10 carries, so we're going to move ahead from there. And I missed another article. Oh, Boise comeback last night. Super lit, Suhu. Yaz and I were talking about that. We didn't touch it because we were too locked in on the fights. The fights. If you watched the fights last night, let me know. Oh, fights. Good fights. Lot of bleeding in the fights. Oh, Brown Roser. Juju or Robert Woods PPR? Suhu, there's a really good stay in the flames question. If you think that, personally for me, it's a Juju, you're getting on the back of that 98-yard tote, and I'm not a big fan. I would rather go Woods, but I can totally understand why Juju has a nice game. I think Martavis Bryant comes back, and the Steelers want to play nice, and they get Martavis the ball. I also think it's going to be a really heavy Bell game. So, two sides of the same coin with super hot slot receivers, but I think Robert Woods is very good, as bad as the Giants secondaries, and I think the Rams are pretty much a lock to score 30 points. So why don't we go with the most active receiver on the highest scoring offense of football? That just sounds like a fun equation when you phrase it like that, you know. Location. Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water was my favorite album on repeat. I just listened to the first 4 tracks of the new Taylor Swift album, and I can confirm It's straight heat. Why'd you do it to him, T? Why'd you do it to him, T? It's really good. It's really good, man. I hate myself for how much I was vibing with it. I was with my avocado toast like, ow. Get it, T. Let's catch up on some stuff. Aparicio, you heard the new album. Aparicio, give me your favorite track, man. What do you like? Because I just listened to the top 5 songs because I went to download it last night and then realized like I had to buy it, so I will buy it, but I didn't. McGuire in already. Would you start Lee over Sanders? That's a rough one. I don't want to play any Brock Osweiler correlation plays, but I know you're probably hurting here. Ready for it. Is that raw uncut? I love you, dude. Where have you been all season? Yeah, no, it's fuego. I just listened to what's the song I literally Delicate, pretty good. But all that first 4 songs I all like banged. I was like, ooh, yeah, trying to fight off bangers with 2 hands. Pick 2.5 PPR. Let's get to your question, Aparicio. I love that name. Pick 2, Kelv Benj. Love that. Little Vehic manslaughter with Kelv Benj. Jack Doyle, Goodwin, Terrence Williams, Marlon Mack, and Damian Williams. Okay, so I'm going to just start nixing these off. Not a big Damian Williams guy because I think that's Drake's job to lose. Not a big Terrence Williams guy because I think Des Bryant's going to play. And Williams literally had the best game of his career last week, so you're chasing a ghost there. Jack Doyle, the targets are good and they're going to be throwing a ton. So I hate being like, yeah, flex a tight end. But, I mean, his targets have been out of control. Marquise Goodwin is another guy with Garcon out and slot receiver Trent Taylor also out. It just feels like Goodwin's going to be the number 1 guy. I'm very concerned because Jenkins is back for the Giants defense. Everyone's telling me the Giants defense not good. And I just feel like they got called quitters on Sunday. That's usually the team that responds with like a really strong performance, especially against a totally beatable team today. So, no, Davis, I know what you're saying, but there's Aparicio. There's a certain part of me as a Giants fan that knows the personnel on this defense that thinks they're going to have a really strong game. They've also done historically really well in San Fran, but that's like, again, I like these guys. It's lit today. No, I totally understand. Pick 2, it's ballsy, but I want to go with Kelv Benj and Jack Doyle. Little Vehic manslaughter. Take her to a Ruto bar. A rooftop bar. PPR, Demaryius Thomas or Sterling Shepard. I'm going Shepard here. I'm staying away from Brock Osweiler. I'm staying away from the Broncos tire fire. Actually, this might not be a bad time to break down some Osweiler footage. You guys want to break down some Osweiler pocket presence stuff? Because his footwork has been one of the real reasons that he struggled. A lot of you guys might be new to the show. This is something we occasionally will break down into. So I want to show you one particular play against the Eagles where Brock really struggled and what he did wrong. Now, what Brock is doing is sucking. You don't want to do this. And this is pretty much what went on for 4 quarters. This is your classic thrown into triple coverage deep on 3rd and short. He's got to avoid this kind of play tonight if the Broncos want to have a chance. I don't think he'll be able to because he is a total tire fire. So good luck with that, Brock. So I'm going against my Denver everything today. Patriots defense, not the worst streaming. It's most likely a free agent. I am a little hesitant with the altitude and the tendency for Denver to play the Patriots well in Denver. However, I just think Brock is so bad that the Patriots are coming off a bye. Like, too many things are too right for New England and too wrong for Denver right now. It's not the same Denver team that has New England's number. The promo for this game has been absolutely ridiculous. Like, New England's won it all, but the Broncos have their number. Like, dude, the Broncos got absolutely boat raced last week in Philly, and I refuse to believe that they're going to provide anything close to a competitive game tonight. It just doesn't line up. There's nothing that they do that is demonstrably better than what the Patriots could stop. Donnie's got a question. Is he going to hate yourself for leaving Hilton and Sanders in? I don't think Hilton's the worst play. You got to play him. He's a stud. You got to play your studs. Sanders I worry about, but it's good to have him back as far as like the future of the season. What are we missing? 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 What's going on, Jake? Thanks for checking out the show. Nico, welcome back. Hey, Anthony, talk to me. Morris or Juju? PPR. Morris or Juju? PPR. So I think that Rod Smith is going to be the pass catching back in Dallas. But I like Juju because it's a really good matchup. And you know Indy is going to try to roll as much as they can to Antonio Brown. And that's going to free up single coverage for Juju. And he's been really good in man coverage. So give me the Juju, man. I'm going to save that as my first Rick's picks. I save pop problems. I save the picks that I like and that I think I can win. And then I talk about them during the week. But first we pip the pop filter. Pop. Oliver, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. Let me just save this. I have ASJ, but Charles Clay available, who in standard. Wow, Charles Clay should really get picked up. I like ASJ today because I love the revenge game stuff. I'm a big revenge game guy. Not just for, like general, but when it's personal. And then you have ASJ, who's been featured going against the Tampa secondary, who's vulnerable. It's a good matchup. But the revenge is like a catalyst. It's like a really good modifier. I like the revenge game aspect. Even though, like, for ASJ being like revenge game, like, dude, you got cut because you got like 2 Deweys in 6 months. Aparicio, no. Austin Safarian-Jenkins got cut by the Bucs, so it's a revenge game. He said this game means more to him than any other game. But it's like he got cut because he got Deweys, man. It's like you didn't get Martellus Bennett cut. That's why I'm starting Fitzgerald today. Exactly. Juju over Al Morris. What's a better nickname for Morris? I'm going to type this in the chat. What's up, Jimmy? What's a better... Typing like crazy. Jimmy's got problems. Well, my glove compartment is locked, so there's a trunk in the back, and I know my rights, so you're going to need a warrant for that. Bilal Powell, PPR, starter sit. Bilal Powell goes in every single lineup and a third. Every single lineup this week, 20 carries, book him. Every single lineup, put Bilal in there. Put Bilal in there. California knows how to buy. I like that, Tony. Though I like that. So you're gonna literally give him the exact same name as an 80s sitcom character, but gonna not vote the other way because you get confused with something that's one letter difference. Like you just pick this thing based on the thing that it is. You know what you did, right, Jimmy? I got you, dude. I've been researching all week. I'm aces this week. Hit me with the questions. California. Alfred Moritz eats more cat than Alf. Jeez, Mark. Wow. Why? Terrence Williams or Josh Doxson. Tyreek is on bye and Chris Hogan is out. I like Terrence Williams in a shootout. It's Dak's team right now. 'Cause Zeke is locked down. 'Cause he hit a lady. Okay, Oliver, I'm going to get to you real quick. I got to scroll up and get Oliver real quick because I missed a couple. Nico, retracted. I love you. Why? Okay, ASJ, good. PPR. Okay, Jake, I missed. Sorry, I got you, Jake. Jake, PPR, Crowell, Riddick, or Crowder, who you got? I love Riddick this week. Garbage time stud. Crowell, decent, getting better and better. Better target share as it goes, but I'm not crazy about starting him, especially over Riddick and PPR. PPR Riddick definitely gets the edge there. Because if you saw the Monday night game, they had to short pass at the end because they couldn't run out the clock. Am I going Lee over Sanders? I think so, but I don't feel good about it. It makes me tingle. Darkwa or Mac 2X? Darkwa, definitely. Great game script today. Vernon Davis or Deion Lewis, 0.5 PPR. I think Deion Lewis has taken that running back job along with Burkhead. Big Burkhead week, baby. Burkhead scores this week. Hundo P. Love Dion Lewis. Pick 2 standard Albin. I'm getting there. I'm working it down. Oliver, give me the Dion Lewis. Pick 2 standard Diggs, Michael Thomas, Mixon, Morris. Michael Thomas for sure. Diggs with that secondary, not super crazy about it. Standard, give me Morris. Give me Michael Thomas and Morris there. I like that. Bilal Powell, we go, trick, yeah. Pick 2, please, for Brian. What's going on, Brian? Thank you for checking out the Checkdown. We're out here, baby. Week 10, double digits. In case you ain't know, let's check out the schedule this week. Schloop. This is what we're going to talk about today. If you want to talk about, we want to talk about. We're going to talk about the Saints. We're going to talk about playoff receivers. We're going to talk about the best running backs in football. And let's catch up with the chat, because the questions are flying in hour 1. We have power rankings at 11:30. We do it every 11:30. It's super litty. I'm out here. This is Heavy.com's fantasy football show. What's going on, Brian? Let's get your question taken care of. Pick 2. Julio, Dez, Juju, Sterling Shepard. Wow. So obviously the big names jump out at you, and then the matchups on the lesser games jump out at you, and that's what makes it so intriguing. I definitely can't stay away from Julio and Dez. I know Dez is hurting, but he still makes plays. He still gets the targets. They're not going to feed Zeke the way they do, because they can't, and Julio's been getting his targets. Since they said they got to get Julio involved, they've been getting Julio involved. Give him a little bit of credit. He dropped the touchdown. I'm not going to blame him. He still had a really strong game. Means he's going to catch a touchdown tonight. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I really wish that was the Sunday night game, Atlanta and Dallas. It should 100% be the night game. Jared Goff or Matt Ryan. Patrick with a fuego question that I'm pretty sure I saw on Twitter. So Jared Goff is a stay in the Flames pick. Here's the thing, though. I watched all of Jared Goff's touchdown passes this year, and I'm pretty sure I could have made like 7 of them. It's a lot of dump-offs. It's a lot of wide-open crossing routes. It's a lot of man coverage beaters. Not saying that this is like hard stuff, but like I'm not a quarterback. I think I can make those throws. That doesn't mean that he's not a prolific fantasy scorer. The thing with the Texans is, with Savage at quarterback, the Rams are gonna have the ball a lot. So yes, thank you, Tony. You're typing in 6 words what I'm very long-windedly getting to, because somebody's gotta take 3 hours here. I'm gonna get Goff with the higher upside and the better game script, because the Cowboys, even though they don't have Zeke, they should still be trying to run the ball tonight to keep their defense off the field, keep Matt Ryan off the field, and Goff is going to have time of possession. Just Tom Savage, a mother flipping punt machine. I'm worried about the fourth quarter and some garbage time, but I think it's going to be fine for Goff. Brian. Too hot with those running backs. Too hot with those running backs. Budo, what's up? You missed it. We talked about T Swift. I'm 5 songs in. Flames. I give the first 5 songs 5 flames. And also there's some other people in here that have listened to it and are huge fans. I just listened to Delicate. It's fuego. It's fuego, dude. I can't believe we doubted her. Unbelievable. Is it worth starting either one of the Dolphins RBs? I have Drake starting Henry in the flex currently. No, I think the Panthers defense is for real. I know we touched on them briefly last week, but I think the Panthers defense is very good. Derrick Henry, little bit disappointing this week, and his touches haven't been there. DeMarco Murray's one slip up away from D Henry being D guy. You know what I'm saying? D guy. So Drake is a tough sell for me. Mostly because the split share isn't fully determined. Also because the Panthers defense is good. They have an extra day to chill. Their linebackers are very good. Henry doesn't get the same PPR opportunities, but is a banger and a better running back. Legitimately coin flip. I would say Drake has a higher upside because of PPR. I know that's crazy, but there's no way Henry catches 5 balls, and it's in play for Drake. So feel safer with Henry, but if you got smoked on Thursday, probably Drake, and just hopefully get some Monday Night Magic. Very possible. Very possible. Currently have McKinnon sitting. I don't know if I'd do that, Tanner. Washington's defense is pretty good, but McKinnon's been a stud, dog. Everyone's forgetting about McKinnon because they were on the bye last week. Don't forget about McKinnon. Remember McKinnon. Remember the spark score. Remember the athleticism. Athleticism. Now that we're all caught up, let's take a look. Oh, Hunter Henry PPR. Anthony, I'm trying to figure out what you're like asking me. Hunter Henry just isn't getting on the field enough for me. I understand they're going to have to throw a lot today, and it's a decent matchup. For me, it's just a no for me, dog. There's so many other good tight ends right now. You can 100% get Garrett Selleck today. Listen to me. Everybody stop typing and look at me in the camera. The Giants give up more yards and touchdowns to the tight end position than any team in football. Today they're playing the San Francisco 49ers, whose starting tight end, starting 1 wide receiver, and starting number 3 wide receiver are all out, confirmed out. Garrett Selleck is the starting tight end. He's confirmed the starting tight end. Last year when he was the main weapon, he was very, very functional as a starting tight end. CJ Beathard loves throwing to the tight end. Every single person in this chat can go grab Garrett Selleck on waivers right now. I guarantee flippin' to you. If you need a tight end and you're giving me garbage, that's where I'm going to send you. 9,000,000%. Gerwitz. Yeah, Gerwitz, I'm getting you. Gerwitz, talk to me. Newton and Stafford, but moving forward. I'm glad we had this moment about that guy, Selleck. What's up? Newton and Stafford, moving forward, I gotta trade one. Well, why do you gotta trade one? Why do you gotta trade one? Because honestly, I think if you play the matchups there, you're gonna be just fine. Obviously, Stafford's coming along strong, but you want to give yourself some semblance of an option. If you need to improve somewhere else, I understand. But right now, I'm just looking at, take a look at the schedule with me. Here we go. Look, see what I see. See what I see. So the Browns, not the Browns, the Lions get the Browns today. Ugh, I hate this new Google thing. It is such trash. They finished the year at the Bengals, at the Bucks, home to the Bears, at the Bengals. I know I want them for this matchup. I want them at Bucks. I probably want them at Bengals in the championship too. And home to the Bears is pretty decent. And let's look at the Panthers schedule. Like, you might have to just hold on to this equity and then play matchups. Obviously, there's going to be people in free agency, but if you got 2 stud quarterbacks, oh, come on. Look at Cam's schedule. You're trading Matt Stafford. Look at this. Home to a broken Packers team. Oh, no. Home to Minnesota. So the same week that Cam is home to one of the best defenses in football, you have Stafford against Tampa. Then you have Cam at home against a broken Packers team that's probably out of it by then. And then you have Cam home to Tampa in a game that could probably lock the division for them against a team that season is probably over. Why wouldn't you keep both there? You know what I mean? It just sounds incredible. Sounds really good. Jugging it half an hour in, boys. Giants giving up a receiving touchdown to tight ends every game this year, Brian says. I knew that. Okay. Oh, Jake, you got to trade. Okay, so you got to trade. If you need a wide receiver, OBJ and Garcon, that does hurt. Check out. Dude, hold on. First of all, this is too good. Jake, if you're looking to target a receiver during the postseason, if you look at our schedule today, in the final hour, we're looking at playoff pass catchers. We have a very detailed graph. I'll just give you a preview right now because you're here, and I give you incentive to stick around. Look at this graph. This is from Eric Moody of RotoViz. This is a graph of all the playoff schedules of every team in the league and who's got good matchups against receivers the rest of the way. These are the teams with the best schedules against receivers the best of the way. And there's one guy I have redacted because Moody's tweet specifically suggests you target one specific player right now. That's a tease, baby. That's a tease and a half. That might be even a tease and 2/3. Marco Rubio water sip. I am out here. Mixon, Murray, Mack. Pick one. Woof. I'm going to go DeMarco Murray till the wheels fall off. Number 1 running back. Give me the goal line carries. The Titans are heating up. Marlon Mack is in a negative game script situation. Mixon has one of the lowest yards per carries in football right now. I like Mixon, but it's been a really frustrating season as a Mixon owner. I just feel like every carry that he gets over 9 yards has a hold on it. It's killing me, man. Killing me, man. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Yeah, I don't know, Budo. Look at this picture. Look at this picture and tell me if there's any relation to Jeff. Is Eric Moody related to Jeff Moody? You tell me. You tell me. You tell me based on that picture. And if Moody, if you're watching the show, dude. Dude. Good to see you. Wow, 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 wow. You guys seen Killing in the Name of with all the wows replaced with Owen Wilson saying, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Nico Nice. Thompson going. Morris, Braden McGuire, Lewis Burkhead still out there. Need one. So we're looking to replace Chris Thompson. I mean, we're not dropping Chris Thompson. Is Keenan Allen a sit at the Jags this week? I think so. They've locked down every single stud receiver held under 50 yards except for Antonio Brown, who had 75 yards. Keenan Allen wasn't that good to begin with, and now he's getting shadow coverage. And that's insane. So it's a rough sit, but start your studs would say start him, but I can't start anybody in the Jaguar secondary. Wouldn't shock me at all if Teddy Bridgewater actually played today. Whoa. Whoa. Spice Grill. I don't care if you're at church, you're going to miss the checkdown. The checkdown is appointment viewing, dude. I have Tom's. Okay, so Nico, I think we're going to just chill on that. If it's PPR, I think we're just going to chill on that. He's good. He's good. There's a lot of guys out there, but every single one of those guys is in a target share. Every single one of those guys is like not in the driver's seat of the target share. Thompson is the touch guy, and he's the best receiver. If you look at him run with the ball, it's obvious he's the best running back. It's like super obvious. Jacob, what's going on, my Twitter man? Jacob, thanks for popping in on the show. Jake, thoughts on Tevin Coleman as an RB2? I love Tevin Coleman as an RB2. It's time we start reevaluating Devontae Freeman. Tevin Coleman is out touching him this year. It's actually funny because last year and in the years past, we look at Devontae Freeman as this carries guy, pop problems, and Coleman as this third down, back out of the backfield screen guy. That's actually flipping this year. Coleman is getting the majority of the carries, and you're seeing more Devontae Freeman in open sets and in the passing game. And that's really worked out well for Coleman. It's hurt Freeman's stock more than it's hurt Coleman's stock. And I think in positive matchups, Coleman's very fine to drop in. He's good. He's legit good at football. I wonder if you guys are hearing those. Wow, 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 wow. Pop filter. Keenan Allen or Sterling Shepard. So, yeah, it's rough, but I like Sterling Shepard this week. I know it's probably super provocative. That's why I'm going to save it. Rick's Picks. Which was one of the tentative names of the show, but is not a show. Oh, Jimmy, I love Corey Davis. I think Corey Davis is a starter, but it's your call. It's definitely touch and go. It's definitely risk reward. Shepard over Keenan Allen. Wow, 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 wow. I like Danny Woodhead. I think Danny Woodhead's the best running back on the Ravens, and he's great for Joe Flacco and what Joe Flacco likes to do. Especially with the dearth of running backs that are available. There's not a lot of running backs that are just freely available. So if you can just scoop Danny Woodhead, yeah, I think that's you should find a roster spot for him is what I'm saying. It's also a hammy, so he could go down instantly. So I wouldn't put so much stock in him. It's Tanner. I'm working on it. Tanner, look at all these new people, Tanner. Okay, Tanner. Okay, Tanner. I get to listen to you all Sunday. Love you, bub. What am I missing? I see your question. Standard pick 3. Anthony, give me a second. Corey Davis. So Corey Davis, First game back against the Ravens, really tough matchup, plays more snaps than any Titans wide receiver, but Eric Decker catches a touchdown. Go figure. Like, that's the killer for me. Corey Davis ran more routes than any Titans receiver and is his first game back. That's not going down. That's him being slowly integrated into the offense. 75% of snaps, 5 catches. I'm a Corey Davis believer. I think Corey Davis is a league winner. I want to see it because I just sound like a crazy person. But he's obviously very good. He's very good. He's making toe taps and his first game back. Ah, my tone's bad. I'll spike all. No, man, I need it. I need the jug. Oh, did I spike that jug of water this morning? No, man, just coming in hot. I'm finally getting rested. I'm no longer working till 2 on Saturdays. I'm no longer working so much during the week with drugs. I figured it out. I thought it was Gronk Spike, but I changed it. No, I got tons of time during the week, so the show is locked and loaded, man. I got a legitimate night's sleep and a legitimate early wake up. I had time to I slow churned my avocado this morning. Usually it's a fine dice for the avocado toast. Today we took it with some Edie's slow churn. Turn it over, rotate, figure 8, flip it, turn it down. Going online like when I go make that Bentley truck. Adam Schefter, we got a retweet. I want to take a look at this because this is gonna be a big story. Oh, Peter King. Peter King has a story on the Goodell Jerry blank dispute. Jerry Jones wants to overthrow Roger Goodell. This is a scoop, Peter King. I love this. But I can't read it yet. Wow. So, let's look at the matchups today. We got a little bit of time. First of all, if I don't get Tanner's question, he's gonna, choke slam me. And then we'll do Jimmy. I think Jimmy asked me this question already, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna do Tanner, then Jimmy. D-Jack's having a big week. Ultimate boomer bust. The NFL's #1 boomer bust player. Juju or Sanu. I like Sanu, most consistent receiver over the last couple weeks. Tanner, let's do your question. Standard pick 3. Lamar Millard, Carlos Hyde, Mixon, or J-Rock McKinnon. Give me Lamar Miller. I know it's crazy, negative game script, but the Rams actually don't stop the run that well. Their run funnel. Carlos Hyde, not big on, but I like him better than Mixon. Give me Miller, Hyde, and McKinnon. Miller, Hyde, McKinnon in that group. I think that's fine. Most embarrassing fantasy question, Adams. Yo, I love it. How about the Knicks? Edibles. Adams and I went to the Knicks game after the checkdown last week. It was super lit. Some quick thoughts on Porzingis. Now, usually when you see like a big guy, their movements are just kind of like big guy movements. Like they're explosive, but they're laborious. KP just moves so smooth. Like it's ridiculous how much stronger he got and how he was like just abusing dudes. And the ball movement with Frank, and Frank is so long as a defender. Their defense has stepped up because they're long. It's crazy. It's crazy. Aparicio, you should be here. You should have been here a couple weeks ago. Okay, Adams, I'm holding people up, so let me just get to other questions, and then I'll get to that. I just had a quick rant about K. Pizzle. Damn, son. Ginn, D. Parker, Corey Davis, E. Sanders, K. Allen. Out of those, I like Davis, Ginn, Parker, Allen, Sanders, in that order. Davis, Ginn, Parker, Allen, Sanders. 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 Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, most embarrassing fantasy question. Tom Savage, Brett Hundley, sit them both or quit fantasy forever. I would quit fantasy forever, but you're the commish of a league I'm in, so I would 100% say Tom Savage in a negative game script. Joe, what is up, man? Appreciate you popping in. I know it's not always easy for everyone to come in. You guys got busy lives, busy Sundays. I always appreciate you make the time to throw my show on. It means the world to me. We're talking about Tom Savage or Brett Hundley because of course we are. So Brett Hundley, it's not just that he's been bad. The Bears defense has been shutting down some of the better quarterbacks in the league. They put the kibosh on Matt Ryan pretty good. They completely shut out Cam Newton. They shut down Roethlisberger pretty hard. Bears defense is out here doing it. Tom Savage is going to have a probably Adams. Savage is probably going to throw a couple picks, but he's probably going to be active in the fourth quarter, and he'll get some looks. Definitely, if I had to pick one of the two, Savage over Hundley. Like, totally. I wonder if we can't play some of these Taylor Swift tracks. Are we going to get arrested? Don't call the cops on your boy. I might empty out this chat. I might empty it out. Yeah, Joe, we're out here till 1. We've had a lot of questions in the first hour because your boy was on Twitter with like, I was trying to get people to watch real good. And today we're doing a look at the Saints. We'll do that at 10:50. We'll look at the playoff pass catchers, who to target among receivers for the playoff run. And then we're going to talk about the best running backs in the league right now because Zeke's out. We lost Zeke and Kareem Hunt's on bye. So, yes, it is. It is. Oh, my God, it is straight heat. Dude, this album. There's only so many good running backs in the league right now. There's only so many elite running backs we can truly call elite. And there's only 6 guys averaging 20 carries a game. That's who I defined as a workhorse. So we talk about them. We'll go into that more. I think that the Saints segment we're gonna do at 10:50 has some really good stuff. I'm trying to get some Twitter plugs right now. Because I gotta do some promo because the show runs out of gas and there's people just blowing up Matthew Berry's Twitter right now, and that's the purpose of the show, to siphon Matthew Berry's Twitter feed like a good gas siphon and just pour it into the Checkdown audience. So that's what we do. Don called the cops for Taylor Swift playing. I just gotta look at some Jimmy, get me some viewers, bro. I love that. I love you. Drink his milkshake. Aparicia. Kamara, McCoy, Powell, or Kamara, McCoy, Juju. PPR. I like Powell. Powell is going to get primo workload. Powell is on stud watch today. Powell is on RB1 watch today. Powell is a monster in the game. And if he doesn't do well, I'm going to look like an idiot. But honestly, so is a lot of fantasy people. Because he's a stud and the Bucks don't really defend well. Wow, it's getting spicy. Playing music on YouTube Live. Live streams can also be terminated if they receive a copyright strike or a community broadcast strike. If your live broadcast was terminated, copyright content by a third party has been detected in your video. Well, that's good enough for me. We're out. Wow. Walking Dead tonight, PPR, Carol, Ezekiel, or Michonne. I mean, Carol been around. Carol ain't going anywhere. So Carol's going to be on the last episode of The Walking Dead. You can book it. Because Carol's like the Arya, where if they kill off Carol, people will riot. It'll be like Glenn and like a million times worse. Carol will never die. I'm pretty sure she's already, her immortality is like been a plot point. Like I think it's like been a plot point. So that's you. But I also have never watched a full episode of The Walking Dead. That's just, boom, Budo, nailed it. That's just the spin zone, baby. That's just me spitting all the takes I can spit. Ezekiel and the way he talks can go away now. He's the king, Tony. Haha, you guys are idiots. What a bad show. What a bad show that doesn't end. It's not even on HBO. Nobody shows their boobs. What's the point? 3 minutes. I'm going to try to fire off some Matthew Berry response tweets, and then I'm going to get out here with, we're going to talk some Saints. We're going to talk about them Saints, one of the hottest teams in football. Perhaps the hottest team in football. Oh, Joey. Joey, we're talking about the new Taylor Swift album. What? But talking at your air, talking at your air. RB Sitch is not good. So the thing about Abdullah is he factors to be a huge role today because they're playing the Browns, but also, what's going on, Kyle? Dirty birding. He fumbled twice. Dude, a zombie Carroll. Do you know how hard that is to draw? Are you out of your a challenge accepted? Damn, where do I even start? Abdullah or Maguire. So Abdullah should have a big role, but he fumbled twice. So I'm hesitant. Oh, really? That's awesome. She's dead. Real kick. I'm hesitant to go Abdullah. Maguire is guaranteed 10 touches in a positive matchup, but honestly, if those are your two choices, I'm going to go with Abdullah because he's playing the Browns and they're going to run the whole fourth quarter. It's just the way it's going to go. I know it's not ideal, especially the way he played on Monday, but that's a much better situation. The problem is the Browns' run defense is pretty good. It's very good. Tony, I'm going to look this up. I'm going to look up Carroll, but like, I'm not an artist. Like, I'm clearly not an artist, and I'm running out of real estate. Maybe I can make her face? I don't know. Carol, Walking Dead. I don't think this is happening. She's a very nice lady. Oh, I just saw her die in the comic. That's pretty, it's pretty graphic. She's a lot younger in the comic, huh? Carol's got a meme. Oh, because she's like the most badass. Screw Daryl. Yeah, this is basically it. If Carol dies, we riot. That's it, man. That is it. Okay. Yeah, think of something smaller. If not, in the last hour, I will attempt to draw a person, a face. I'm not even sure how I would plan on doing that. But, whoa. We gotta fight. I gotta answer these questions. And then we're gonna do the Saints. We're gonna hit the theme song. First hour, rip roared by Make a Circle, Short Gray Hair, X for Eyes, Red Lips. How about that? I have orange, black, and red. So I can try it. If she had orange hair and orange eyes, we'll try it. We'll try it, Tony, because you want it and I'm here to provide for you. That's the circle. That's the circle, not Carol, the circle. That's the circle. Okay, let me get this 5 tweets out. I need an associate producer. Jeez, I just messed that up. Oh, man. Yeah, this is a really fun part of the show as I figure out social media marketing. Live on YouTube, I'm going to blow up Matthew Berry's mentions right now. Select, drag. Oh my God, guys, this is so bad. All right, you pay me $50K and I'll do it. Suicide by Walker, $50K and I'll do what? 50K and I'll do what? Shoot Carol? Don't shoot Carol. That's funny because I've been offered another dry erase board, but I don't know because I like this dryer. Oh, the producer. Yeah, 50K. Pay myself 50K. We're blowing up tweets now. We're on a roll. The producer would be so bored 6 days of the week. So the thing with the dry, no, I'm not going to get naked for super chat. That's Twitch. Oh, that's really funny. I know a guy. So this guy I talked to, fantasy advice, his name is Mitchell Renz. He got a job for Chat Sports in Dallas, and he had like a company event. He's a good-looking dude. That's why he, gets the fantasy bump. He's a good-looking dude, and then he he had a company event, and the DJ was like, "I'll give your company $1,000 to take your shirt off." It's like, wow, that's more than a super chat. Props to Mitch for doing. And then he was on his show like, if you guys 5-star podcast review and like our Instagram, I'll take my shirt off. Like, dude, you got a good bod. Just post the pic with your shirt off. Just flaunt. If you've got it, flaunt it. There will be no taking of the shirt off. Oh, dropping science. What's going on, my Overwatch friend? Dubs. By the way, saw a job this week for a meme producer, a meme coordinator for the Overwatch League. If you're a lover of memes and video games, what's up, guys? All those things are really happening. Okay, let's talk about the Saints. That's so not a real job. It is a real job. It's totally real, and it's totally paying $17 an hour. I'm about to apply. Like, I have the link queued up. Just, why not? Okay, so the Saints, one of the best teams in football. They are currently winners of 6 straight games, 6-2 after 2 losses to start the season. They're riding high, and they have a nice matchup today at Buffalo in the cold weather. And I want to take a look at why this team has been so successful heading into the end of our first hour. Now, obviously, in the past, Drew Brees has anchored this team, high flying in the dome, in the turf, but they've been doing it a different way so far this year. The first is Mark Ingram finally getting his workload, right? 14 carries in 6 straight games. He's been a stud running back this season. And honestly, it's part of the split share. He's getting time off, but he's still getting his workload, and he's producing in the end zone. The ground game is so important to what the Saints have been doing early in the season. But it's not just Ingram. Draft pick Alvin Kamara has totally changed the way this offense functions, because now with Ingram out, they're still confident in the back out of the backfield. Kamara has been a PPR beast this season. He had a 10-catch game, and he's been constantly involved. And it's not just one, and it's not just the other. Together, they are the most targeted receiver on the team. Michael Thomas is the next highest with 73 targets, but combined, they have 87 passing targets. So Drew Brees is dumping off the ball more than he ever has in his career, and it's working, right? Now, with that comes a little step back in Brees' numbers. Only 1 game over 350 pass yards. He's struggled a little bit to provide those elite Drew Brees numbers. If you drafted him, you didn't wait. You got him probably first 5 rounds, and you're a little bit paying for it, because at this pace last year, he was doing Drew Brees things, and this year it's just not the same. Because the Saints aren't really scoring. They're running the ball, they're controlling possession, they're playing good defense, and it's leading to a lot of grindy games. 20 points or less in 4 games, that's not the Saints that we know, right? But they're winning, and they're doing it in a different style. This is how you transition out of a top-tier quarterback, right? Now, the thing is, everyone wants to credit this defense, but I'm not so sure it's really elite. There's one thing, Marshawn Lattimore is a lockdown corner, but look at the current teams they faced on the 4-game win streak. They had an extra game to prepare against the Lions, not to mention they gave up 30-ish and their defense scored 3 touchdowns. They had Brett Hundley's first career start. They had Mitch Trubisky, and they had a broken Jameis Winston who didn't finish the game. So the Saints defense has not really been tested in several weeks. I think they'll get a decent challenge this week, but they were still lit up by the Patriots and lit up by the Vikings earlier this year. So Saints defense not perfect, but definitely coming on strong. And lastly, if you have a Saint, that's good because their late schedule is choice for offenses and defenses. Really, they have a double taste of the Atlanta Falcons. So if you're a Mark Ingram or Kamara guy, go get him because the schedule is crazy for the look at that again. Falcons, Jets, Falcons. They play the Falcons twice in the last 3 weeks of the season. You get the Falcons for the fantasy playoffs, not once but twice. 3 favorable matchups and a prolific offense. The Saints are going to be around at the end of the season. They're going to need to be competitive in those games. And it's just a very interesting dynamic from a team that is still transitioning their identity, but remaining being as productive as they ever were, just in a different style. It's very interesting, and I think it's something to look at because you and me up north, we don't get a lot of Saints football, right? We see a lot of red zone, we see a lot of highlights, but I don't watch a ton of consistent Saints football. Things about Kamara and Ingram getting consistent looks while being a split share, very interesting because they're both legitimate starting running backs this year, which is crazy. Bucks opened +2.5 and are now favored against the Jets. Wow. A little Fitz magic happening on that line right now. Jameis did not eat that W. Who wants to eat this W? You guys want to suck on my fingers? Alfred Morris or Doug, my favorite Martin. Wow, that's an old reference. Yas. Give me Alfred Morris. Saints. Ha. Bah. Rush defense. Whoa. Wow. Ow. Jimmy Marrow, my team is done. I need to trade Brady, dude. Hopefully someone will take him. Let's just keep making sure we all up in the chat. Morris over Martin for show. We talked about it. Kelvin Benjamin, not terrible. Had a break. And now we're looking at a full week of prep. I expect him to get forced red zone looks today. Forced. Tough. He's facing a tough D, yes, but I expect him to see forced red zone looks today. I'm just saying. I'm starting him as a wide receiver 3. A wide receiver 3. A wide receiver 3. Way down. Way down there. That's okay. All right, dropping science. I like this question. I'm going to... Oh, Bad Moon Rising. Bad Moon Rising. That's really good. Okay, it's 11. Let's play the theme song. Let's just bang out. We're an hour in, and let's keep it moving, baby. Let's reset and move along into hour 2. Amani, well-dressed. Tuma. Yeah, it's the 1 hour break, Jimmy. Come on, man. Jimmy, you get in here at the top of the hour. It's just like a regular show reset, man. And I do the double audio because I got both mics on. It's a vibe. Good sound are better than beginning shows. Yeah, we double mic'd for the music. Ooh. All right, hour 2, boys. If you ain't know, let's check the show. So we haven't gone to the tiers. We just talked about the Saints. I kind of skipped around a little bit. Power rankings at 11:30. This week's power rankings. I don't have anything to drum on. I need something to drum on. We're doing football video games, top 5 football video game franchises, I guess you will, because I'm not going to do game. Football video game franchises. Your boy's a gamer. Your boy's a football man. There's nothing more fantasy and football than a football video game. And we're going to rank the top 5 in the check down at 11:30. Ho! Roll Tide! Good college football yesterday. Your boy settled in and just, love it. Dropping. Thank you, man. You're the best, man. Thank you. Tell 2 friends. I love that. I'm Tolly. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. I'll get to your question. I'm sorry I missed it. I was bopping to my theme song. At the top of the hour, we replay the theme song, and I bop. It's just a thing. Because everybody loves it, and it's only like a minute. And it's a good way to just, like, reset. I mean, it's 3 hours, so if I'm going to be able to eat up 3 minutes just bopping to my theme song out of 3 hours, book it. Got a nice breeze coming in. PPR need 3. Benjamin, Djax, Matthews, and Lee. Also Freeman or Powell. Oh, give me Freeman and Powell first of all, and then it's. Hey, Crazy Pellet, what's up? I am good with Sanu over Funchess. Sanu very consistent the last couple games. Actually, give me Sanu PPR and Funchess. Oh, Funchess is the same target. Funchess is getting high target share. That's fine either way. Sanu. I'm going to actually save that one. That's a good one to save because that's tight. That could go either way. Big Jaguars money coming in. Jerry Jones got a crazy count. Not Jerry Jones. Goodell. Crazy time counter offer for his contract. Listen to this. NFL committee to talk Roger Goodell deal after counteroffer for $50 million salary, lifetime private jet. Lifetime private jet? How is that cheap? How is that part of a strategy for negotiating? Lifetime private jet. Is that you pay for gas or you pay for tickets? I'm always confused about how the lifetime jets work. And if you play for if you own a private jet, right? If you own a jet, you pay for hangar fees and you pay for fuel. You don't pay, and the pilot, right? You pay for the staff and nothing else. But that's what I'm saying. The private jet is insane. If they say lifetime private jet, what does that entail? Because if you're going to pay for everything, if you're just going to say, yeah, this private jet is yours for life, that's Bobby Bonilla stuff right there, man. Private jet forever? What? Honey, I'm going to Wegmans to get a sandwich. I'm hopping on the PJ. Yeah, dude. Exactly. It's sunset. I'm going to the Caribbean to check out the sunset. I'm going to Australia. It's too hot. Let's go back. I'm going to Japan. It's too cold. Let's get out of here. You'll be literally like that commercial. What's that? There was an old commercial where the dude is like just chasing the big waves. Maybe Roger Goodell can be a big wave surfer and just track all the major swellage. Yeah, exactly. Lifetime private jet. I didn't even know that was a thing. How is it a thing? Lifetime private jet. Lifetime private jet. I'm sorry. I can't think about any fantasy stuff right now. That's a fantasy that I didn't know I wanted. I've never flown private. You guys flown private? Never flown private. Is that a thing? Is that a status thing? Maybe one person in the chat has flown private. Maybe one person. Okay, dropping. Sorry. Scroll back up for you. Dez and Walker both hurt. What do I think about starting Dez and D. Walker? Both hurt. Backup Sterling Shepard and Jenkins. Walker's been playing hurt all week. Dez has said he's going to play all week. I got no problem with those. Walker, I am not crazy about. I like Sterling Shepard. I like Jenkins. If I had to start a tight end, I'd probably go Walker over Seth Jenkins, but I love the Seth Jenkins revenge play correlation. I love that. Walker's just, I mean, if it's PPR, it's Walker. If it's not, it's Jenkins. And if it's wide receiver, tight end, and not wide receiver flex, then you keep it the way it is. Yeah, let's fly. It's so stupid. It makes no sense. We're going to finish up the chat, and then we're going to go to the tiers, today's tiers, talk about every single game, and then I can better understand what I want to bet on in the last hour. Boys. We got a parlay for Bears, Jets, Giants parlay today. Boys. Little Bears, Jets, Giants. Okay, I missed one. Robert Woods over Parker or Ginn? Robert Woods is hot. He's hot and he's getting looks. And he's getting a decent matchup against Houston, who have good corners, but they're going to be on the field all day, man. Realistically, I feel like Ted Ginn has had a really nice run. Cold weather game, I'm not a big Ginn guy, but Ginn has had really... The past 4 weeks, I've been so pissed I didn't start Ginn. Seriously. And Jay Cutler's had a couple of nice games, but Devontae Parker's not doing anything because the Panthers play too much blitz man coverage to hang with the Dolphins. The Dolphins aren't going to be able to do anything. So it's really a Woods or a Ginn. Woods is a stay in the flames. It's probably like a Ginn basement Woods ceiling type play. Jimmy, it's a rough one, man. I don't know what to tell you. I like Ginn because of the quarterback better than Woods, but I understand why Woods would score more. But if you take away Woods' 55-yard touchdown, he didn't have an amazing game. Ginn's just out here. 55 yards. Tote. Last question of the day from Tanner. Everybody take a deep breath of relief because Tanner's done asking questions. Hiccups came early this week, boys and girls. Fudge. Trying to reset the diaphragm. I think that works. Currently have Funchess and Sherling Shepard starting PPR with Darko on the flex, Kelvin and Corey Davis on the bench. Would I change anything? Tanner, it's honestly, I don't think I would, but if you think you're going to lose, like if you're projected to lose, I would go Corey Davis over. Man, that's rough, man. I don't want you to think that you could have easily made this decision because you're in a really good position with what you have. You're just looking at your bench has high potential. That's a problem and can trip up a lot of fantasy owners. It's nothing to be ashamed of. DeMarco Murray, Chris Thompson. I think you were praising I was praising Thompson. Minnesota's got a great run defense, though. It's a tough call with the two of those. Tony, what do you think? I'm on the fence here. I'm leaning Murray right now. I know I hyped Thompson earlier just because he looks like the best back of that group. He is. But also, like, you know, Minnesota's defense is good. Washington hasn't been blowing people away. DeMarco Murray has been studly without practicing, which is, you know, very important. We talk all this out, and the conclusion I come to is that probably Thompson's a high ceiling and Murray's your higher basement. Bears, Saints, Giants, Pats, all pick 'em. One open spot, 50 to win, 6-10. I mean, I'm nervous about the Saints going to Buffalo, but I like Bears, Giants, Pats. Woof. Bear down on that one. Let's look at the matchups because it's 11-10 and we got to do power rankings and there's so many questions. We're hitting this really good ideal apex with the show where I can't do segments because there are legitimate fantasy questions being asked. And that is the ideal show scenario, is that the chat is just bang, 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 bang. But I like also taking my time and doing a segment and letting the questions build a little bit. But like Kyle, like I want to answer your question now, but I also see it and want to be like, ooh, maybe I want to move into the tiers today, move into some game outlooks. See, like there's two questions now, or I could, tier it up for a little bit, but I'm going to take these two and then just get this page up and I'm at it. know what I mean, Tony? You know what I mean? It's just the way I think we had a good time talking it out and we said everything that needed to be said about the issue there. I think that that's fine. Let's think about Kyle's question. Darkwa versus 49ers D or Abdullah versus Cleveland D. I think this one's a little bit of an overthink because you see Cleveland and you lick your chops. Cleveland's got a pretty good run defense. Not to mention Detroit could not run the ball against Green Bay. Detroit tried so hard to run the clock out. I mean, Seattle tried on Thursday too. It was hysterical. These guys trying to run the clock out and they just don't have a run game. But Detroit gets their left tackle back today. Monster left tackle. So 100% think that Abdullah has a future. Give me Darkwa today. Give me Darkwa today. Positive game script. V positive game script. And he just he looks like he looks like the best running back on the team. So that means positive outcomes. I'm supposed to be all right, whatever you do, the Eagles aren't playing today, so I feel like all the NFL talk is obsolete. Thank you, Kyle. You can go now. I'll hit a ban button. Oh, the Juices. What's up, man? The Rod Smith needs to be owned. Drop Damian Williams for him. Thanks, bud. Well, so there's two parts to that. I do think Rod Smith needs to be owned because of the that team's commitment to the run game and the availability of this spot, because no one has that starting spot. They'll tell you who starts today. No one has that starting spot. My thing with Damian Williams is if you are currently rostering a backup running back that you're not going to use, if you're just keeping Damian Williams, if you're just keeping Damian Williams in case he blows up, you should do that for Rod Smith. Like, I would take Rod Smith over Damian Williams. If you're hurting for running back depth, you should probably grab them both because in 2 weeks they could both be starters. But I do think that Rod Smith needs to be owned in every league. Someone somewhere should have him. That's bottom line. This was me in Week 8. KC, Jets, Carolina, Seattle, Dallas, Philly, New Orleans. Saints fumble twice in the red zone in the fourth. Wow, that's awful. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's insane. Crazy Pellet. That's a nice little parlay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good Lord. My God. Good Lord. All right. Oh. Here's a fact. Your YouTube. Oh, is it really? Oh, I like that. Gay. Gay just for you. And your mans. Gay just for you and your mans. If you have any more questions, I'll be on Chat Sports Instagram Live. Why is this dude doing Instagram Live now? I'm just curious why people in the industry do the things that they do, because you can just be on every platform at once, but instead they choose to just pick one. Like, if you Juices, man, somebody in your league watches the show. You ever see that guy Ty Lopez with the I hate him, but his promotion, his marketing is outstanding. If he's doing a live video, he's got 3 phone Jones, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They're all on him live streaming, and he's talking to all of them. Don't go one platform. As I talk, you're talking into one platform. I feel like a schmuck. I get what I'm doing here, but you know. I'm V equals gay just for you and your mans. The top games this week. Let them fly. Cowboys, Falcons. Man, I hope this is a good game. I really want it to be the Sunday night game. It's not. Because I got to watch Giants and Cowboys at the same time. I want to watch one or the other. I'm going to watch both. Giants, Niners, sneaky shootout potential. But I do think the Giants defense steps up. That being said, the Niners, there aren't a lot of fantasy viable options, and they're just going to keep hucking it and chucking it. So I do think that it's a bad game with potential to, like, really just sneakily, like, wow, this is 26-23. That's the kind of game we could get. Like, not a touchdown shootout. So that kind of shootout. And Jets, Bucks. I love the revenge game potential. It's crazy. You got Fitzpatrick, you got Safarian Jenkins, you got two teams that can score, two defenses that are not aces. Jets defense edge, but on the road, warm weather, who knows? Maybe they went out. Maybe they went to the U. They're celebrating a little last night. Tampa, isn't Miami, but, I don't know how Florida works. It's a big state. Decent matchup. Some one-sided affairs here. The Steelers are going to blow out the Colts. Jacoby Brissett's been a nice streamer, but the Steelers defense is stepping into... Oh, dilly! Oh, I said dilly silly. I don't feel good about dilly silly. Dilly silly means I just feel like a child. Dilly silly. My breeze is kicking in. I feel like Drew. Yeah, one-sided matchup. Brissett's been a good start, but Steelers defense is approaching real territory. The crazy thing about the Steelers defense is they are blitzing less than they ever have. Their front four is getting home. Stephon Tuitt's getting healthy, and they're going to manhandle the Colts today. I'm going to make a nice little wager. Texans at Rams. Rams high-scoring offense. The Rams can be the first team in history to go from the lowest scoring offense to the highest scoring offense after 1 year turnaround. That would be historical. Goff hot, Woods hot, Watkins less so, Gurley every day. Texans make me nervous. Savage is not a Savage. Where's the deep ball? Just feed Hopkins. We'll see what happens there. Browns Lions. The Browns and their single high safety, if you were ever going to take a chance on Eric Ebron, this is the week. The Giants are the worst team to tight ends, and right behind them is the Cleveland Browns. Browns pretty stout rush defense, which is great because the Lions can't run the ball. They can't run the ball, so we'll see what they do with that short passing game. Tier 3, I'm on the fence about these matchups. Saints, Bills, I think this could be a drag-em-out affair. Both teams, underrated defense, cold weather, you never know. Pats at Broncos, show me what Osweiler is going to do. Great, Emmanuel Sanders is back. Brock Osweiler is still your quarterback. Hopefully there's a blizzard and the Broncos can get saved. Vikings at Washington, just really not sure what to make of this game. There's a very good chance we could see Teddy Bridgewater in this game, which would be all kinds of crazy. Washington's secondary is back. Washington's offensive line is getting healthy. Minnesota's defense is very good. And these things are just like mashing together, and I'm just not sure what to do with them. So it goes in tier 3. Get out of here. And Dolphins Panthers. Jay Cutler's put a couple of really nice games together, but the Panthers defense needs to be taken seriously. Panthers very quietly a 6-win team. Dolphins defense not good enough to stop both Cam and Christian McCaffrey at the same time. These games that I don't like, Bengals Titans, I have no idea. Mariota hopefully coming on strong, but the Bengals are one of the league's biggest mysteries to me. Talent, no execution. Packers Bears, Packers dead in the water. Bears, since Trubisky's takeover, highest run rate in the league, running the ball more than anybody, and the Packers should know that and will work to stop that one-dimensional Bears attack. But I still like the Bears because they're good at the one dimension. And the last game, Chargers Jaguars. The Chargers are not great at running the ball, and if they try to throw, they're going to throw into the number one pass defense maybe we've ever seen. They're absolutely insane right now, and they shut down number one receiver after number one receiver, and the Chargers don't really have a number two receiver. So based on that math, it could be a long, long day for Phillip Rivers when he got Calais Campbell, and I can't believe I just forgot his name. He's on my IDP team. He's so good at getting sacks, and he's got a really tough name. The dude on the Jaguars. Jaguar sacks leaders. I got to Google this now. It's Calais Campbell. They got Marcel Darius. No, it starts with a... I'm so mad I got this guy. I'm so mad I forgot this guy's name right now. I'm so mad. I got to look it up. I got to do like multiple clicks, like multiple deep dives. That's like so disappointing. As soon as I see it, I'm going to get so mad. I have him on my... He had like 3 sacks week 1. It was insane. Yannick Ngakoue. Damn, Yannick Ngakoue. Ngakoue. Yannick Ngakoue. Obviously Yannick Ngakoue. Obviously Yannick Ngakoue. Nobody's talking about Yannick Ngakoue. How many sacks do you think he has right now? He's got 6.5. He's got 6.5 right now. How many? Use it in a sentence. Yannick Ngakoue second on the Jaguars with 6.5 sacks. I meant Miles Jack. Miles Jack is having a decent. Look at this. We're looking at Okay, sorry. That's hard to look at. This is Jacksonville's defense. Total tackles. Miles Jack, 57 total tackles and 2 sacks and a pass defensed. I love that. Ramsey Bouye, 22 pass defensed. The longest. Oh, those are interceptions. I was like, the longest reception he's given up is 19 yards. It's absolutely incredible. Dude, good teams. The linebackers lead good teams in tackles, right? If your safeties, Gibson, Church, Bouye, Ramsey, if your D-backs are leading you in tackles, that's no bueno. So Landon Collins leads the Giants in tackles. No bueno. Can I please get its origin? Language of origin. Oh, I love you guys. You know each other. Yannick Ngakoue. We're steamrolling through hour 2 on the Checkdown, boys. A lot of crazy questions today. Someone paid me to draw Carol on the emoji board. I'm thinking about it, but honestly, I don't even know where to start because real estate's a problem, and I only have 3 colors. It's a problem. I did a tree last week on the show, and then I did the market watch with my market stuff, and I rode in the green, and then I couldn't find the cap for the green, so the green is just like dry as a bone, man. The green marker's cooked. It's over. It's Brandon cooked. It's literally scraping over drawing. So that's a waste of money. The budget's small, but, you know, we like to throw things away as much as we can here. Red, orange, and black are your choices should you choose to super chat. Bird, 2 picks today. That is your league leader in interceptions. Oh, Bayard. Bird. I like calling him Bird, but Bayard. His name is Bayard. Jean-Luc Bayard. And, 2 picks. No green. Cops phone. Marker guy. Give me some markers. I have been questioned about a second whiteboard. The whiteboard the second one was way bigger, so I'm not sure about it. And also, like, I want emoji board 1 to always be in the shot so people can see what our communities come up with. Because the community, I didn't put a single thing up on that emoji board except the word emoji board. So maybe emoji board goes like here instead of books, and then emoji board 2, electric boogaloo, goes right here. It's very complicated. It's very nuanced and complicated. Don, thanks for sticking with the show, even though it's Monday. Ya chooch. Don texted me yesterday. Saturday morning text. Let's just show everybody because it's fun. I'm like a proud mom showing pictures of my kids. No show? Saturday. It's not even the start of the show. It's at noon on a Saturday. No show? Kid actually wakes up for once? Unbelievable. I love that guy. I love that guy. It's Monday, my dudes. Let's tell some people that we're answering questions on the Checkdown. Who's the better flex start? Wouldn't you like to know? Diggs or Watson? Help my husband out. Ben Watson? Wow. I got people really asking if they should start Deshaun Watson today. How are you 10 weeks in and still... Okay, so that's a really weird dichotomy. All right, Brandon, I just have to figure this mental gymnastics out because you know enough about fantasy to be involved. You know enough about football to be... You have a fantasy team 10 weeks in. You care about the fantasy team 10 weeks in enough to care about Matthew Berry. To tweet Matthew Berry. You tweet Matthew Berry looking at your roster. So you've looked at your roster about Deshaun Watson. That's a troll account, right? The more I think about that, that's got to be a troll account. You can't seriously be asking about that. How do you log in and just, like, the first thing they say, hey, Deshaun Watson's been dropped in 30,000 leagues. Cops paged. Cops beeped. Cop signal in the sky. I just sent a donut in the sky with sprinks. Wow. Big if true. Big if true. Hops contain plant-based estrogen. Wow, who knew? Woo! Woo! Alfred Morris will not only start the game, but will get every opportunity to establish himself as the lead guy. DMC mixed in as well, but if you're starting a Dallas running back today, it should be Morris. I still like Rod's. I still like. I'm going to screenshot that. This is too bright. Not only start the game, will get every opportunity to establish himself at the lead guy. Every opportunity. Drink beer, get boobs. No, yeah, like that's not. But I think it's just because IPA has the extra hops, the extra plant estrogen, that it just like night mode. It's 11:30 in the morning, you sav. Bright light theme song, outstanding theme song. I'm out here. Oh my god, we watched this last night. Sorry, you guys got to see this. You guys got to see this. You guys got to see this. Chiazzo and I watched this last night. I know most of us have probably seen it here. This is amazing. This is the best television commercial. The bright light song just hit me right in the nostalgia zone. And we found this last night because we were looking up. I don't even remember what I was looking up. I think burgers or something. Oh, McRib, because the McRib's coming back. The McRib's coming back, and so we were like looking at like old McDonald's products, and this one jumped out. I was referencing Gremlins. Oh man, wasn't Light Bright. I was doing Light Bright, hater. Light Bright had a sick commercial. Man, that's so disappointing. I'm working on getting a link up, and then we're going to get this link up, and then we're going to do, we're going to do our power rankings, and we're going to do it right. No, I got the Gremlins reference, because I'd never seen it. But Light Bright was my shiz, because that's another one of those things that my mom wouldn't buy me because she was afraid of stepping on the pieces. I mean, that's really fair. That's a really fair criticism, and that's good parenting. Because when I buy a toy for my kid, I think, how does this affect me? That's how I prioritize when I buy my kid a toy. How does this affect me? Anyway, what's going on? Tony. I called the cops on Matthew Berry and his kid diddler voice. Right now, I'm flexing Kyle Rudolph, Brandon. Should I flex him or go with Abdullah or Crow? I'm trading Rudolph for T. Coleman. So do you want to trade Rudolph or start him? I'm not really... New emoji board or the cops call. I don't need that diploma. How did I mix? These are all hilarious. I missed them. Sorry. All right, Romero, I got you. Right now I have Kyle Rudolph. Should I flex him or go with Abdullah or Crow? I definitely like Kyle Rudolph. He's in a good spot. I mean, if you're getting Coleman would be good. What's going on, Garza? Give me 1 second. I'm just finishing up with Brandon here. Kyle Rudolph flex. Abdullah's getting that left tackle back run situation. Definitely like Abdullah over Crowell. I like Rudolph there too. I think Rudolph's fine. Rudolph's a stud. I like starting Kyle Rudolph. He's good at football, which is important when I start football players who complete with fantasy football. Hater, you nailed it, man. You nailed it. And I know you had one of those because you had all the boss toys. Okay, Tony, I am declining your gentleman's bet because I don't like Morris. I don't like Smith today. I don't like Smith better. I just think he needs to be rostered. I just think that Rod Smith is going to get a chance. And there aren't a lot of guys sitting on free agents that have that explosive. There are literally maybe 1 or 2 guys on free agency that could end up blowing up during the playoffs in the next 3 weeks. Rod Smith is in that pile. There's not a lot of people in that pile. So you got to take your chances if you got a roster spot. I'm not talking about starting him today, but we're looking down the line at a Cowboys schedule for a team that runs the ball but doesn't have the running back, you know? So I decline your gentleman's bet. Does that I am still a gentleman. Tariq Cohen, not worth the start. Robbie Anderson, Arnold, get that weak noise out of here. Robbie Anderson, stay in the flames on Robbie Anderson. Don't doubt it. Okay, check this out. I hope this doesn't play with lag. It 100% will. This is 80s commercial.
You say you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it? Yeah! You say that just once you'd like your hamburger hot and your lettuce and tomato cool and crisp all at the same time? Well, I say you got it. I'm talking McDonald's new lettuce.
Look at that box!
The McDLT.
What is this?
I'm talking quarter pound of beef on the hot outside. And the hot stays hot. The new McDLT. Hot, crisp lettuce and tomato on the cool side. And the cool stays cool. The new McDLT. Cool, crisp. The beef stays hot. The cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist. The hottest taste, the coolest dish. Keep it hot, hot. Keep it cool, cool. McDLT. McDLT. Hot beefy McD. Cool, crisp LT. McD. LT. It's a good time. Hot beefy McD. For the great
What is your budget?
LT. McDonald's could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
Incredible. 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 Incredible, 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 incredible. Oh, she. McD, LT. Just quit the show, man. Just quit the show. We have a lot of great moments here, but man, last night we found this McD. Why don't they still do that? Because you can't make a feature out of something that's on every single hamburger ever. Every burger has lettuce and tomato on it. Lettuce and tomato doesn't make you a unique product. And then you have this horrendous this horrendous double-sided styrofoam container that's only good for this purpose and is literally twice the environment killing power. Then you have the fact that this is literally only designed for people who are buying McDonald's and then going somewhere and then being like, ooh, I got to bring home my McDonald's meal, but I wish that in the car my lettuce didn't get hot. It's kept separate. Dude, the production value is so high. Dude, the cool side stays cool, and the hot, dude, the meeting, the business meeting. No, you don't understand. The cool side stays cool, so you have a whole cool thing going on, right? Because it's the 80s. And then you have the hot side, right? And it's the hot, the habity, hot. This is great. This is the best thing you've ever had. We're gonna push this. We're gonna get Costanza. Cool, hot, dab, whoa. I can't wait to bring you a bag of warm lettuce to watch these 1 o'clock games, man. My hip is popping out. I need to stand up. So worth it. Oh my God. We got a hit. We're questionable for Sunday. Oh, I gotta be careful how I sit down because I'm not wearing pants. What's up? Oh man. Cool. Hot. McDLT. Amazing. Like, how are you so out of... That's literally like I got a pitch meeting tomorrow, Kathy. I have to give them the new dish, and I don't know what to do. And you're just like looking around your own kitchen. Be like, what about tomato? Like, nobody's ever made tomatoes and lettuce the star. I got you, Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy. I'm having fun, Jimmy. Nose beers. Oh, no, you got to... Tony, please tell me you got to try McPizza. That's amazing. I had Subway pizza one time. God for Brady, don't laugh. I like Brady here because he's better. It's a very, very positive Gronk game script, and the Broncos are not going to have the ball a lot. So my goat senses say Brady. I understand Goff could do Goff things, and he's hot and you want to stay in the flames. I'm starting Brady. Kenny Golladay back in the lineup. Vikings, Everson Griffin, a surprise inactive. I'm interested to see Jordan Reed inactive, Charles Clay active. Wow. Breaking, Kenny Golladay active. Thanks for the scoop, Tan. I got him in a couple leagues, not starting just because I'm worried, but I got a couple nice matchups down the road. I got Bears, I got Packers, I got Thanksgiving. I can play Kenny G, get some smooth routes. Jared Goff for Tom Brady. Jimmy's got his opinions. Wait, Adams, I've never seen Polar Express because I didn't want it to taint my memory of the book. I need you to post the link to the hot chocolate song in the chat. That's really funny, man. If they really did bite the McDonald's commercial, that is genius. That is so good. And that is such a Tom Hanks move. Tom Hanks be like, you know, there was this really catchy jingle from the 80s with Jason Alexander. And everyone's like, Tom Hanks, you nostalgia god. I need to watch this now. Maybe not during the show. Polar Express, like McDonald's, I feel like they won't come down on me. Polar Express will come down on me. Sorry, John. Sorry, John. I'm going back. Sorry, John. John Schultz is mad because he did not get his question answered. And the point of the show is to watch the Miek DLT video. So we're going to do that again. Sorry, John. Take another 10 minutes. I'm just kidding. Let's do it right now. 3 out of 4. Deshaun Jackson, Funchess, Shepard, and Sanu. I would nix Deshaun Jackson unless you were really desperate. Like if you got crushed by Thursday night football. If you're already down 25 points, then I would swap out Shep for Djax probably. But I like those 3. Those 3, Funchess, Shepard, Sanu, should be 3 of the most consistent wide receivers moving forwards. None of them breakout stars in their own right, but all very good. All very good and should be consistently productive moving forward. King Pass, what's up, man? We just watched an old McDonald's commercial, and I think that it's somehow related to this jingle. Adams, did you play it? Did you confirm? If you just rickrolled me, first of all, I didn't even check this link, first of all. So if you, okay, you didn't. I've never seen this movie. What's happening? Oh, it is. Oh my God. This is amazing. I don't know if this is a direct inspiration. I mean, I'm very much enjoying this. I'm mesmerized by these visuals. Wow, child slavery never looked so good, huh? I can't believe all these kids are just on a train together. She took her second cup. She's gonna get... Why did that girl hide hers under the chair? I have so many questions. Wait. Okay, so this is clearly not the same thing. This is clearly not the same thing. Oh, Tim. Okay, so Tim, the debate is this hot chocolate song versus the McDLT song. The McDLT Jason Alexander. Why is she hiding the hot cocoa? Yeah, what is up with that? Okay, well, this loads Jimmy Ginn. Whoa. I think we're going to watch this again because it was absolutely insane. Let me know in the chat if you want to watch the McDLT commercial again. I mean, Tim needs to see it, so we're going to watch it again. So, yeah. Oh, for the boy in the back of the train. She's a nice girl. I thought she was a scumbag stacking up stacking up chocolates. Yeah, you saw that? You saw that? You saw my internet history? Okay, Adams wants us to... Okay, so Tim, this is... I think you might have seen this. If you haven't seen this, I'm pretty disappointed. But the McRib's coming back, and me and my buddy were looking into it, and then we found this commercial for a new product, this McDonald's commercial. It's only a minute, so why can't we just keep watching it? I love the walk. It looks like a boombox. Everyone's so excited to eat their burger. Cool, cool. Notice how the girls are hot and the dudes are cool. See you. Wait, I gotta go back. I gotta go back because I think it was, if it was like hot, is it hot D? Are they offering hot D? I couldn't tell. I think he's offering me hot D. Boom! I need this breakdown. Hot beefy McD. That's the phrase I was looking for. Hot beefy McD. That is a fantasy football team name. It's funny that I wouldn't listen to Taylor Swift because of community guidelines, but I'll let Arcade Spooky Tree come at me all day for the McDLT commercial. So that's what we've been talking about for the last 15 minutes. Welcome to the show. So we thought it was similar to that hot chocolate song. I don't think watching George do something this positive. All right, let's scroll up. Oh, what am I missing? Okay, DLT, love the McRib. Cool, hot. Yeah, insane. How didn't that stick? Hot beefy McD. Why did the people say no to hot beefy McD? The 80s were such a wild time. That's not what they called you in high school. I was there. Joe was the first person in high school I ever saw smoke a cigarette. Don't tell him I was mesmerized. Don't tell him. He's in the chat. That should have been George's answering machine. Hot beefy McD. Cool LT. Oh my god. Thank you. I do have a good, hopefully legal lawyer, that YouTube lawyer will take up my case. Okay, John Schultz, I'm so sorry. John's just trying to get wide receiver advice. He's like, you're watching McDLT again? Okay, let's go back to your question, John. Jax is the number one, being that Evans is out. Yes, but he's going to get locked by Claiborne. I like the other three better. Like you said, I'd go back to it, but that's because you had a follow-up. I mean, it's like I've said it a couple of hot beefy McD. So good. Okay, John. So new Shepard Funchess is very strong, consistent play. I know you're thinking Jackson. That's the high ceiling play. I just think that Fitzpatrick isn't 100%. Like, he's going to sling. He's going to throw some interceptions. John, I love John. The truth comes out, John. McDonald's is AIDS, and I need a fantasy playoffs run. So give me my fucking knowledge. All right. I think that you're in a good shape. Deshaun Jackson is, yes, it's a strong play. Would I pick him over those other three? If I had to choose, I would take Deshaun Jackson over Sterling Shepard. But I gave you my pick, and this is not, I'm not coming from my hill on high to come down and bless you with advice. You have your gut. I have my gut. We both have gut plus research, and you and I are personally trying to collaborate on the best decision. I totally understand what you're saying. I think that Jackson's probably going to get specifically shadowed by Mo Claiborne. If you're a Mo Claiborne hater, that is good for you. I don't think that the Bucs are going to be able to really run the ball. So I like those other three receivers a lot. So Jackson is a strong pick. Who do you want to take out for there? If you want to make the move, go Sanu, Funchess, Jackson. But you have 3 receivers from the same division, so you got to live with yourself there. Suhu, welcome back, man. I hope you missed some of this hot beefy McD. And we're about to do top 5 football video games. We'll move it to 11:50. We got to move. We got segments. And we just watched McDLT twice and a hot chocolate song from Polar Express because, you know, that's what we do here. Let's go back to Suhu. Dez, Bryant, Keenan Allen, Marvin Jones, Sterling Shepard, Devontae Adams, Jarvis Landry, PPR, pick 3. I like Dez. I don't like Keenan. I like Marvin. I like Shepard. I don't like Adams. I don't like Landry. So did I get 3 out of that? I got Dez, Jones, and Shepard. Book it. There it is. You're good, man. If Vibrating Football is not on there, I'm done. No, video games. Vibrating Football is not a football video game, but I get what you're doing there. But Scott, no. I'm a gamer. Gamer's game. I need my controller. I need a ball, son. Your boy's got to put the work in. Work. Slight work. Slight work never really got full appreciation as a rap song. Sanu, Anderson, Abdullah, Mixon, standard, pick 2. Oh, I'm going to go Sanu, Robbie Anderson, easily. Stay in the flames on Robbie. Sanu, incredibly consistent past couple weeks. Redskins has moved from 2.5-point favorite to a 1-point favorite. Everson Griffin is out for the Vikings, and the majority of Washington's offensive line has returned. All 5 starting offensive linemen are active despite all 5 being questionable, so that's why that line is moving. McDonald's is AIDS. Book it. Okay. If I had to pick 2 out of 3, Schultz, this is now your 3rd follow-up question. Gonna start answering them all, because that's what I do, boy. Keep it coming. Feed the man. If I had to pick 2 out of Funchess, Shepard, or Sanu, who would it be? I forgot I had Michael Thomas. Well, you know, people do that. He's only got 73 targets this year. I would probably drop Shep. I see them running that ball late. I know everyone's like, hey, you got nobody else to throw to. We got 9 targets last week. Last week was a blowout, and this week I expect them to do the blowing out. That's just what I expect. I don't expect you to follow me there. I just expect the thing that I think is going to happen to actually happen, because that's what good analysis is. I think that the Giants defense is feeling super disrespected. They got called quitters last week. Wow, Corey Davis, Mike Williams, John Ross, all active for the first time the same week. Those are 3 top 10 picks this year. They've all had at least 1 inactive. I'm just reading Twitter now. Okay, John, you're good. Pick 3 for Shaz, Sanu, Robbie, Abdullah. Yo, why are we doing Abdullah Mixon every Sunday, man? Give me Mixon. Gosh darn it. Abdullah, Crowell, Latavius Murray. Why does everyone have Abdullah with a Browns back? Hey. So, Browns' run defense is actually pretty tasty, but they're going to be throwing the ball. Just get Murray out of there. I don't like Latavius Murray. He's too touchdown dependent. He's not a big play guy. The other 2 can break. I don't even think I'm going to get a 15-yard touchdown out of Latavius Murray. I know Abdullah and Crowell can get me 15-yard touchdowns. That's not that hard. So that's where I'm going to put my money if I had to make those plays. Let's keep it moving. Segments. We have to do our power rankings. We have to do... Ooh, Suhu, Yaz, Armold, Don. Cage match, no rules, fight to the death. Standard, pick 1. I'm picking Don every time because he's got retard strength. Every time. Easy. You like that answer? You always take retard strength. That's an easy one, especially because Yaz is handy capable. That's an easy one. Armo, you're getting tossed first, dog. You know that, right? Armo, you know you're getting pooped, right? You know you're getting batted. You know you're getting slabbied up. Solid. Just easily take Don. Why are we even doing this, man? Easily taking Don. Let's move into... Yeah, he would get bullied so hard. Tennessee Volunteers just fired their head coach. Okay. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Somebody tweeted me during the show, and I tweeted back. Someone said to Matthew Berry, Diggs or Watson, which we talked about. Like, Watson, you know what it is. I'm answering the question live on YouTube. I send the link. So let's see. This is maybe our best show, because we're getting stuff like this. All I heard was beer and McRibs. All I heard talk about was about beer and McRibs. Mission accomplished. We did it, boys. We had somebody come in for fantasy talk, be completely confused, and leave and demand an answer somewhere else. Wow. Bang on them. That's the absolute goal. We've hit apex checkdown. Hunter Henry or Vernon Davis. Give me Vernon Davis. Always a positive matchup when Jordan Reed is out. I'm so in the weeds with the hot beefy McD. It's all good. It's all good. The whole thing is it's a song about styrofoam. Hot beefy McD. Hot beefy McD. Kamara, Duke Johnson, Aaron Jones, pick 2 PPR. Bench all Packers until they figure it out. That's an easy one. Very easy one. Bench him. Let's just tell a couple randos on Twitter that we're doing the check down for another hour. This is way better than I had group chats that were like distributing, but just going to people tweeting Matthew Berry and telling him that the check down's on live right now, 100% the best way to do it. Because people just expect, I love that these people just think that Matthew Berry is going to get to every question. Like, you have 3 followers. I'll answer every Eggs fantasy question. Oh, I love you, Keith. Did you guys know that fantasy football pregame show ratings are down across the board? Fox, CBS, ESPN, all down. And it's because of this. It's because there are 19 pregame shows doing pregame talk about things that you want to hear about. If you want to watch a feature that'll make you cry about Connor Barwin, go watch Tom Rinaldi. I'm here to talk about McDLT. Beefy McD. Cool DLT. Ginn, Woods, Allen, Davis, Sanders, Parker, pick 2. Okay, I'm not taking Allen. I'm not taking Parker. I'm not taking... Jimmy, we filled out your whole team today, huh? Like I said, Corey Davis, high upside. Ginn, little bit lower upside. Okay, so here's your upside meter, okay? This is the basement to upside power rankings, and then we're going to do actual power. I know, you have good players, though. So, we're going to do... So, Osweiler, Jags defense, right? That's a no and a no for Allen and Sanders. Devontae Parker's is going to see a lot of press coverage. No thanks. And then you have the consistency of Woods and Ginn. Consistency of Woods and Ginn matched up against the ceiling of Corey Davis. The ceiling. So you're evaluating off what you think could happen. I'm a Corey Davis guy. If I had to pick 2 right now, I'd say Ginn and Woods. But I'm a Corey Davis guy and believe he's the highest upside of any of those 5 names. There's a chance Corey Davis outscores all of those 5 names. There's a chance he has 3 catches for 50 yards. That's what we're doing here with the upside. But let's ride those Rams, man. Positive matchup. Tom Savage. You got to think about this, guys. The Broncos and Texans and Packers. Broncos, Texans, and Packers. They're done moving the ball. They're done moving the ball. They have to find real ways. They're struggling for first downs. That puts the opposing offense on the field for 40 minutes booked. 35, 40 minutes. I might sit Mixon to run with Corey Davis, but overall I'm not crazy about it. Goodwin, Rashard Matthews, or Cup, 0.5 PPR. What's going on, Sounds of CSG? Always good to have you on the show. I like Cooper Kupp here. He's the leading red zone target of those 3 names. Rashard Matthews getting his touches bumped by Corey Davis. Goodwin is going to see a handful of snaps with Evans out. Chris Goodwin, Penn State rookie, but it's nothing more than a dart throw if you're truly desperate. And you got Cooper Kupp, so you're not truly desperate. Joey Curse or Hilton PPR, and then we're definitely definitely doing video game rankings. Then we're going to hit the theme song. Then we're going to hit... Then we're gonna... I love that someone didn't... Dude. Curse or Hilton PPR, Marquise. Marquise Curse or Marquise Hilton? I gotta respond to these tweets, man. Oh, Goodwin. Oh, Marquise Goodwin 49ers. Oh, it's video game football, not basketball. Marquise Goodwin, Rashard Matthews over Cup. That's just as tough. I like Marquise Goodwin because no Garcon and no Kittle. It's going to be the Marquise Goodwin and Selleck show, and Hyde, if they can even move the ball. I expect them to getting blown out. That means passing. That means Goodwin. That's some major math out here where we at. Okay, so let's do some power rankings right now. Let's reset. Ooh, reset. Your boy's a gamer. Your boy's been gaming his whole life. Your boy's been watching football his whole life. Oftentimes, those two worlds have collided in front of my face on televisions in the form of football video games. There have been many in history, but I want to go through the 5 franchises that have defined the genre football video game. I have a couple of issues right now with the state of the football video game industry that I'd like to address. But first, I just want to get into this rankings, throw these 5 out there, and they can talk about who didn't make the list, who should be higher, and what I think football video games can do to improve. If you haven't seen Madden is really starting to leap into the esports arena. You're gonna see Madden being played for money on TV in the next year. NFL Network and ESPN have both been showing it. So let me just make sure that they're all, yep, they're all up there. Gosh darn it. Okay, everybody don't look for a second because I left them up there. Oh man, we screwed it up. So let's go real quick, because I blew him away. Spoilers. NFL head coach. I can't believe this is actually a thing. When I was little, I bought a game called Tom Landry Strategy Football, thinking it was awesome. All you did was call the plays. I thought it was still awesome, still played it. NFL head coach took that to another level. You actually call the... It's just Madden, but you don't actually call the plays. I can't believe people bought this, but I would be interested in doing this again in like a football manager style with the technology and the player descriptions ratcheted all the way up, because I think football is a really good thing for the manager system where you're schematically trying to find the right fit for players. I liked NFL head coach. I always wanted to play it more. It's like an RPG. 4, Backyard Football. Backyard Football changed the game when it came out. It was a great football game. It had incredible trick plays. There was one where your receiver ran 5 yards and then he went poof and he reappeared 10 yards down the field. It was just a go route. You just hit him on the burn. Amazing play. The power-ups were legit. The teams were legit. NFL players making it into the backyard game for the first time. It broke the mold. Brett Favre was in it. Steve Young was in it. Peyton Manning was in it. It had online play for a PC game. When I was little, I queued up an online backyard football game, and the username I played against was Peyton Manning, and I thought it was the real Peyton Manning, and that may have been the first case of onset adolescent hyperhidrosis, because my palms were so sweaty thinking I was going against the real Peyton Manning in backyard football. Looking back, it probably was, but that's just me being a kid. Number 3, Madden. Madden is the gold standard right now for NFL video games, but it's lagged in the past years, and there's a huge issue with it. And my biggest issue is that there is no direct competition to Madden. They can put out a new iteration every year without worrying about what another competitor is doing. FIFA can't do that. FIFA has numerous competitors behind them, but football stands alone. There isn't even a college game to rival it. There's just Madden, and you just take it and deal with it. And that's a problem moving forward because you need that competition to fuel innovation. And Madden has slowed, and they're moving more towards microtransactions, and I hate it. But it's still the gold standard, and it's still an integral part of every adolescent boy's childhood. Number 2 is a big one for me, Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Bowl had a secret play. If you had a C button or AB at the same time and you picked a direction, you would do a play where you just hand off to your running back, and he just attempts to jump over the line. It would do the cutscene where it just shows the animation. It doesn't show what's happening on the field anymore. And he would just show him jumping over the line. And if you're on the goal line, if he made it, they would show him falling into the end zone. It was super duper lit. Barry Sanders, Bo Jackson, LT, the only reasons for playing the game. If you don't do those 3, you're a scrub. Rivalries still run hot. The best tackling mechanic, like you're grappling, or you could do the sliding dive for an instant tackle. Just fun, fast-paced, should have been an arcade game. Great play design, just a very well-made video game. But it's not the number 1 because the number 1's Blitz. Because if your opponent is doing the same play over and over again and you can't stop it, just take the wide receiver's legs out. That's the best way to do it. The most fun, the most intense rivalries. Everybody has a great Blitz story. Everybody loves Blitz. Scrape up your thumb on the analog stick going crazy. Turbo meter in an NFL game for the first time. Great announcers, just a great arcade game setup that you really just felt that it was larger than life, and there will never be another game with as much impact as Blitz. NFL Street tried to do a similar thing. Garbage. Madden had a Madden Arcade for a couple years. Garbage. It's Blitz, and it'll always be Blitz, and there's nobody else. And that's our rankings for today, guys. I hope you liked them. I miss NCAA football, too. I can't put it on the list. I missed Cyberball for Sega. A couple of really, really good games that I didn't hit, but I hope you guys liked this list. What do we got, baby? What are we saying? Blitz the League was pretty good. NFL 2K5, I did forget. That's a rough honorable mention for me. I never really played it, but I understand that the 2K series was insanely dope for a little bit. NFL reading at the Scholastic Book Fair. No, I did not. 90% run, 10% pass. Adam's about to push that Monday Night Football. Oh, the NFL card game. I remember that was really fun. Having a combine and draft. Yeah, no, have a combine, then be like, oh, well, this guy's an athlete. Got to figure out if he's a better Sam linebacker or a free safety. Like, I love that. I thought Tecmo would be number 1 too, but Blitz was the standard. Blitz the League with Lawrence Taylor and a story mode. A couple of us have played the COD. It's just COD. It's a really good COD. It's World War II, so you know it's legit. So I liked Blitz the League. I just didn't like the older Blitzes. I just felt there was too many wrinkles, too many plays even. Give me 9 plays. Give me Da Bomb. Give me Pitch Right. Give me what the one was called. It wasn't called Gasoline. Turmoil, I think it was called. I don't know. It just had the word oil in it. Gasoline. Oh man, that's really funny. I remember my dad drove me to a tournament on for Madden 04, the Vic year. And I beat somebody and had to go back. It was awesome. I got worked in the second round. Turmoil, yeah, great play. Lots of crossing, great man coverage beater, and you were able to get it in the flat. Oh, and also just being able to pitch and then throw it deep. Phenomenal. Just makes it way better than any other game, just being able to pitch pass. What's going on, Jeff? Thanks for hanging out. I'm selling all my Green Bay Packers. They're also calling for rain in that game. Give me Sammy Watkins all day. Burn that secondary. I only need 1 catch to make it count. Let's reset. I'm gonna go to the bathroom for the last hour, and let's bang this theme song, and I will be back in 45 seconds. Wombo.
healthiest colons. Helmet Cam. Helmet Cam was really good. Oh my god.
Solid stream. Which stream are we talking about? I'm going to let you guys know this show's going to end, and I'm about to bang on this new T Swift album. Like, I'm not messing around here. I'm very seriously interested in hearing the rest of it because the first, like, 6 were just, like, really good songs, and I was like, oh, it's really hard to not like. The legendary Chuck Salamone. That's right. That's right. Chucky. I might need something else from Chuck for the season's over. Or Adam Humphries for flex 0.5 PPR. No thanks on the flexing of Humphries. I'm just not going to get the touches, I don't think. I mean, it's just not really there. Jeff. Facts. All right, guys. I love that. I love you, Tanner. I like when I have a last hour and I have multiple segments that I can do because I don't think we're going to have time for everything because I want to put bets in. I want to talk to you guys about picks. I want to help you with fantasy advice in the last hour, but let's do the playoff pass catchers because I really think that's productive. And it's workhorses is like, great. There's 4 running backs that have over 20 carries that are worthy in football right now. But let's go to these playoff pass catchers because we're getting to that point where we need to look to the postseason and see if there's just little moves we can make to take an advantage and just get that last edge to put us over the top for a winning season. So this is a tweet from RotoViz, Eric N. Moody. A line of sight for the most favorable wide receiver schedules rest of season using the RotoViz buy low machine. I recommend you aggressively target redacted opportunity to send an offer. So let me know who you think that Moody's talking about. We will reveal it at the end of the segment. But I want to blow this tweet up real quick to really look at these schedules because we're looking at 14, 15, 16. So you want to go all the way to the right of the schedule and look at those tasty matchups. Now, all green is a very tasty matchup. And the Reds are teams that are obviously good against the pass. So you got a team like the Rams, great offense, great schedule heading into the stretch, but they have that matchup with Seattle right there at the end. Likewise for the Bears, tough Cincinnati defense right at the end. And but you got a team like Baltimore who's got 2 good matchups at the end, but they don't have the receivers. It's not Sanu. Atlanta does have a very good schedule, though. We talked about the Saints got him twice. That means the Falcons also got him twice, right? So Buffalo, another really good with Kelvin Benjamin. Buffalo's got 3 really good matchups, right? The Bears, we're nixing them. They don't throw the ball. The Ravens don't throw it a ton. If you have Jeremy Maclin, it's probably a good idea to keep him around. Just for that last week against Indy, it could win you a league, but I don't think it's like the best one. It's not Shepard, but Shepard, again, a very tasty schedule. I'm worried that the season is over and we might see Davis Webb in those games, but I really think that Shepard has a very easy schedule down the road and could be a good guy to target. But there's one stud that is targetable this week, and I want to just flip the tweets. Let me just get rid of this one. Boom. Mike Evans. 1 game suspension means nobody's really talking about him, and nobody has like that. The recency bias isn't there because recently he hasn't been doing dick because he punched a guy in the back of the head and then got suspended for it. So, and he got shut down by Marshawn Lattimore. But look at this schedule to end the year. Detroit, Atlanta, Carolina, a couple of really tasty matchups for a number one elite receiver. A very good end of the season for Mike Evans. And if he's someone you can target, it's definitely worth your time to just throw an offer around. Hit up the guy in your league that has Evans. What's it going to take? Are you sold on him? Are you committed to him for the rest of the season? It's an interesting opportunity, but I think of this list, we can probably ignore Baltimore, Jacksonville, and Chicago because they just don't really seem very interested in throwing the football. If they don't want to throw, the Bears are going to run the ball 60% of the time, and it's raining today. They're going to run it like 65. I don't want Kendall Wright because the schedule says it's a good matchup. So that'd be an overthink. Last week on our live draft with Draft, we had a massive error, connection error for our contest. We couldn't put in our picks. It said auto pick, auto pick, auto pick. We would put in our pick and it would be like, oh, you wanted Kareem Hunt? You just auto pick Tyreek Hill. And it was devastating. We lost, obviously, but Draft had a massive outage and they actually refunded the majority of the people who were involved in contests last week. So we got another draft coming. Well, not draft. That one didn't even count as a loss, though, because we got our money back. I make money moves. Draft Marvin Jones or Golden Tate. I would rather have Jones on the deep play. Give me the totes. Give me the non-shadow. Give me the second corner. But I'm also worried that, that game's going to be over. But the game was over on Monday. They can't run the clock out. They're still throwing to Marvin Jones. The game is over. Yeah, DraftKings all day. I got some nice DraftKings lineup today. Baby. Good stuff. Where's Mark's question? Oh, I hate Evans. I'm selling. I like that. Mark is an Evans seller. He's going to watch him thrive in the fantasy playoffs. That'll be nice for Mark to see. Final 45 minutes on Checkdown. We've had a crazy show today. DLT. Let's just see how we can block out this last hour. I need 40 to 50 for the draft. I need 10 for picks. I'm hanging. We could even talk about workhorses. It's been a good one, man. What's up, Mark? I'm hungover. What's my food drink of choice? Drunk food, baby. Soak it up. I'm hungover. I'm watching the Checkdown. Do I think Evans can thrive with Fitz? Yes, because so the year Ryan Fitzpatrick had his big year, he thrived with jump ball, big target receivers. Listen, remember, Ryan Fitzpatrick is making money off one good year. Remember, Ryan Fitzpatrick is making some money off of. Is all of Sports Junkies here right now? Burns, Adams, Spivs, Rob, all Sports Junkies is in here right now. It's pretty cool. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate that. Pedialyte and Booty. That's a really good one. Oh, okay. So Fitzpatrick's one big year, right? 25 touchdowns to Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker. Guys who are big body, jump ball, man-to-man receivers and haven't done shit since that season. Pardon my French. So we're going back to that same formula with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Not expected to do much, but having this big body man coverage jump ball receiver, he's gonna feed the kid. He's gonna feed Evans because that's what bad quarterbacks are doing. That's why DeAndre Hopkins has the touches that he does, the targets that he does. Fitzpatrick had his best year with man coverage jump balls, and he'll do the same when he gets Evans back. That's also why I'm not crazy about Deshaun Jackson, because he's too little of a target. He's curly. Fitzpatrick never threw to Curly. He's way better than Curly. Mark was drunk. No, it means Mark was drunk yesterday. Mark, how do you feel about the McDLT? McDLT. Mark, lettuce and tomato on your burger. Cool. Hot. Puke in your diner food. Coming in strong for the end of the show. Let's do these workhorses. So there's actually 6 running backs in the league averaging over 20 carries per game. 2 of them don't count because they are Zeke and Adrian Peterson. One is out of the country, one is out of his prime. But aside from that, there are now 4 stud running backs left in the league. And these, to me, are daily fantasy locks as much as I can get them. Jordan Howard. We talked about him enough today. 60.5% run rate since Mitch Trubisky. He's had over 20 carries in 3 straight games. He's the workhorse. Tariq Cohen's not the guy anymore because it's just about pounding it. Who cares about screens? We're all about pounding the rock, hogs up front, move the ball, control the ball, get our defense rested, and put them out on the field, let them make plays. The ultimate horse for me is Lev Bell, right? Number 1 horse in the league. Over 30 carries in 3 of his last 5 games. RB2 over that span. Just behind Zeke. He's the best running back in football. Zeke's out. He's the best running back in football. I try to work him in. $9,800 on DraftKings today, so almost 20% of your whole budget, but an absolute stud. And on the road, he's even more studly. He should be in everywhere today, all over the place. Todd Gurley already tied his career high in rushing and receiving touchdowns. If you took Gurley this year, you probably got him later than you did last year. He was trending towards number 1 overall pick last year, had a massively disappointing season. That's over. He's back, and part of the reason is he's getting catches, but he is numero uno in that offense, and he's finishing drives by getting in the end zone. They don't pull him out and get flipping, someone else to run the 2 and get those goal line carries. He is the goal line. He is the first down. He is the third down. He is the dude. And lastly is the new kid on the block. Leonard Fournette scored in every game of his career so far. He has not played an NFL game without getting in the end zone. Let's just project that forwards 500 games and see how that goes. He's a freak. Everything they said about him in college was true. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be a perennial Pro Bowler. He is insane. I do worry about the physical way he runs. So, Bell takes hits, but he doesn't take as hard a hits as the other 3 guys. I would say if you're going from the top, Fournette takes the most hits, then Howard, then Gurley, then Bell. But other than that, these are the 4. Think about it. 15 years ago, everybody had one of these guys. You needed to have one of these guys. Now we're down to 4 true guys that we can say these are the guys their teams depend on week in and week out to get the job done. Not a lot of them. Make sure you have one DFS every week. And if you're in redraft, these are the guys you want to target. These are the guys for the rest of the season. There's nobody like them. That's it. Yeah, 4th round keeper for Gurley. It's gross. Oh, Fournette TD celebration should be a team photo. That'd be a really good one. I'd really, really enjoy that. That'd be a very strong... What do you guys think about celebrations this year? I really like the Chiefs potato sack race and the Eagles baseball. But other than that, not crazy about some of these group celebrations. I just want to see them get ludicrous. To me, though, I can never stop thinking about basketball, where it's it gets so out of hand, and they're doing a full Rockette step dance, and then it's dude, come on, oh, yo, someone gave me a thumbs down this week. Thanks for that, whoever's a jerk. It was probably Beer and Ribs lady, which is hilarious. Hide and Seek Steelers was really good. Hide and Seek Steelers was really good. What's going on, Zach? Chilling hard. Final 40 lifestyle. We got our live draft on draft, and we're making some bets. But other way, we did our job today, man. Today was a really strong show. I think the TD celebrations are awesome. I think that they could be better. Sorry. Clicking. Encoding overloaded. Turning down video settings or use a faster encoding. Am I lagging? I didn't think I was lagging. It's worth it to ask the show. I want to see a team do the hot beefy McD dance. Cool. Hot. Oh, okay. Wow, wow, that's interesting. Turning down video settings. Oh, lacking. Ooh, that was really good. You're not lagging, you're lacking. I got no drop frames, but then when I open a Chrome window, I get all sorts of warning alerts. We're so on the fly with it. I appreciate the feedback, guys, really do. I'm looking at lines, trying to get something going for these last 40 minutes without going full to Jen, because I really think that the best 2 bets of the day are the Giants at 4 and the Pats at 8. So I'll throw a couple things in now, first half totals, and then we'll just see what happens later on, because you want to have something for the later days. Bucks 2.5. Everybody in this chat's taking the Jets, so you're wrong, Mark. We all have the Jets in parlays. And Rob, the 49ers fan, is out here. Wow, look what I did. Kick my table. Rob's a 49ers fan, and now you know. lifestyle. Falcons -3.5. Not crazy about it. Cowboys. The Cowboys just manhandled the Chiefs. They lose Zeke, and it's like, oh, well, they're not good anymore. Like, I don't think your running back really is your... It's not like your quarterback. Rat Tat got a little kickback. Yeah, I dropped some stuff. What's a good site to place some monies? Jimmy, I like 5 Dimes. Bovada's decent. Bet Online, some people have said it's good. I've used a local guy's good. Skin, Saints, Bears, Jets. There it is. You heard it here first from the man, the man. Who's got a trap game? Jets got a trap game, I guess. Put it on the board. Pats, Giants, Super Bowl contenders. The Patriots being undefeated in USA Today. I still can't stop thinking about it. What? Ah! Good chance Martellus Bennett plays tonight for the Patriots. That's crazy. 3 days on the roster. Oh, the Jets. Beefy. Wow. Adams, your mission in the next hour. Yes. Cut the music. Get the dance clip. You 100% can make this happen in the last hour. I know it's late. I know nobody cares, but this is full-on check-down community must-have. I need this to happen. I will be too busy blasting Taylor Swift and getting into my zone, so who knows, you know? Ha, Beefy McD. If I plug my USB that goes through my car, right? So I got my car USB that goes to your phone. If I bring my laptop and plug my laptop into the car thing, is that going to be able to play iTunes from my laptop through the car? Or is it not programmed to receive? Oh, no, because the USB slot. Oh, I'm an idiot. The USB slot goes in the car, and the other slot is the iPhone slot. I'm an idiot. What are you gonna do? I guess we'll just have to sync this new album to our phone. Wow, people on Twitter. Oh, we picked up a subscriber today, too. I also think you guys should know that I'm coming up on 600 Twitter followers. So whoever wants to be my 600th follower, I will mail you 600 pieces of confetti, each one with my... I'm going to shred a picture of my face and mail it to you so you can throw it up in the air. That's a 600th follower. So that's it. Dead air. Thanks, Mark. Someone's got to go through Twitter, and my social media producer called out sick today, okay? I hired a meme coordinator... Hot Beefy McD. Oh, Eli, what's up, man? Eli, thanks for checking out the show, boss. Hot Beefy. Have you seen this McD commercial? Eli, if you don't know what we're talking about, I need you to Google McDLT or chat. Let me know if we're going to watch it a third time because it's really short and we've watched enough videos today. I just picked up another follower. It's Eli. You're the man. I don't know why I didn't follow you back. I pretty sure I was, but I am now. Hype, dude. Super hype. I can handle it a third time. Okay, Eli, get ready for this. Oh my God. Play it. Carrie's here. Yes. Oh, I gotta find it. Want to see Eli's reaction. Yeah. Everybody type out your reactions as it's happening on the screen. So, is this it? This is hot chocolate. This isn't it. This is the other one. We watched 2 videos today. Okay, I found it. Anthony Becht. Oh, yeah. Eli, do you have an Anthony Becht jersey? That'd be awesome. But let's watch the thing. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Hey, you say you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it? Yeah! You say that just once you'd like your hamburger...
Don't buffer.
Tomato cool and crisp all at the same time? Yeah! Well, I say you got it. I'm talking McDonald's new lettuce and tomato hamburger, the McDLT. I'm talking quarter pound of beef on the hot side. And the hot Stays hot. The new McDLT. Hot, hot. Crisp lettuce and tomato on the cool, cool side. And the cool stays cool. The new McDLT. Cool crisp. The beef stays hot. The cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist. The hottest taste, the coolest dish. Keep it hot, hot. Keep it cool, cool. McDLT. McDLT. Hot, beefy McD. Cool crisp LT. McD. LT. It's the good.
Oh, bring it home, Jay.
For the great taste. Cool crisp LT. Of McDonald's. Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever. McD. LT.
Hold on. I think we glossed over this part at the end. No, stop. I can't do this another time. I literally can't. No, I swear to God, YouTube. I swear to God. No, I closed it. Stop singing, Jason. Please stop singing. What is the D? The D is a McD. It's a McD. It's a McDonald's burger with some LT. I love crescendo, 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 crescendo. It might just be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever. Joey saw it at the same time. The finish. It might just be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger. I'd buy a monorail from him. I love it, dude. I love it so much. Oh, Gorgalore's here with the McDLT commercial. Eli, if I have to explain this to you, first of all, it's a hot McD and a cool LT. And they combine for the hot, cool McDLT. It might just be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever because everybody calls them lettuce and tomato hamburgers. You took the only things you're giving away for free besides straws and napkins at McDonald's and you made it the feature. Hey, man, I'm doing 95 down the holy shit South rules. Oh, my God. Roethlisberger, put your phone away. Oh, dude, South rules. Oh, my God. Yeah, dude, it's a crazy styrofoam industry. The styrofoam lobby really got to McDonald's on that one. You know what you should do is you should design a product that uses double the styrofoam that it does now. That is thinking with your noodle brain. All right, guys, we have to queue up our live draft on draft, and then if I don't make bets, my computer's gonna crash without me. Okay, so let's close this, and let's close. It's gonna run slow no matter what. But it was legit freezing last week. Guys, we are doing a daily draft on draft. It is a snake draft, DFS. Just for this week, for money. It is a show entry. I need to know your number one picks, your top picks for today. We are picking a quarterback, 2 running backs, and 2 wide receiver or tight ends. Winner take all. I need the best players on the board today. I need to see them. So hit me with your suggestions. We talked about the workhorses, right? We talked about the best running backs that you need to have, right? I'm going to get those, right? Give me a quarterback. You know, we'll probably wait on a quarterback. Come on now. Matt Barkley, that's a good one. Why isn't it working on the phone? Oh, because my screen is locked. This is not working right. Ooh, double face. Oh, Dak is good. Oh, Goff, Gurley, Watkins, Woods, Higbee. Well, we're done here. We're done here, man. You were picking the... It's a Ram stack, baby. I need quick time up. And I need my phone. I wish I was able to execute this faster. We got half an hour here. Movie recording. Camera. Oh, I guess we got to do screen recording. I'm an idiot. Screen recording. Oh, this is not working today. But why you no work today? iTunes is open. My phone's connected and charging. Don't be a chucho. I don't get it. Guys, I'm working here. Use MS Paint. You center your DFS lineup around Bell today. Yeah, no. I want Bell and I want one of the other workhorses we talked about on the show. But I also can't do the draft right now because it's not setting me up to record on my phone. Okay. Close. Okay. QuickTime is playing. Unplug the phone. Replug it in. We're out here. Okay, right? Good. Plugged in. iTunes. Good. QuickTime. I think we're going to get it. The 50, the 30, the 10, the 5. Just look at him go. Oh, everything. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Finish that sentence. Rick Rosen's iPhone. Bow. Boy, that took a while. See, I got the new retro fitness app, Slam. Let the boys be boys. Draft fantasy for the people. Ooh, Chicago defensive. Gronk, Prater. No, we don't need kickers. Read us your chats. Read us your what? Your what? Should have got a droid. My what? Rick reads his text live. Oh, Rick reads his text live. Oh, Armo's liking tweets. All right, we need ourselves a dollar competition. Give and receive to 4-person draft tournament. Winner takes 25. Ooh, gross. 3-person draft. That's for too much money. I want a dollar draft. 3 people for $1. Come on. We're working on it. Evan Engram will score today. Yep, Evan Engram will score today in a loss. I don't know about that. We're only got head-to-head. Let's do a 6-person because I feel like we have the edge today. I feel like we know more than other people. I feel really prepared this week. My DFS stuff is, ooh. My DFS lineups are fwag. Six-person. We got 5 out of 6. It starts in a minute. If I get 6 pick again, I swear to Jeebs. Hey, look, Eli's email. We got first overall pick. Anyway, we want to add the 4 horsemen. Le'Veon Bell, Todd Gurley, Leonard Fournette, Jordan Howard. I love Christian McCaffrey this week, too. Give me Kamara and Ingram, too. Give me Powell all day. Wide receiver, tight end. Give me ABB. Julio. I don't like Hop. I like Gronk. I like AJ. I like, not crazy about Thomas. Ingram. There's the dude. Quarterback. Not crazy about a lot of these, but I'll check off a bunch. Brady. I'll go Brady Gronk stack. Brady Gronk stack would be super litty. And then they're going to grab 4 horsemen, so maybe we could go Powell, like dip down for Powell. What does the chat say? Oh, why does my phone say 941? Because it did this last time. It's just a glitch with the time of the... It does this. I don't know why. It's just when it's plugged in. Marlon Mack, a sneaky play this week. Not sneaky. No, not a good play this week. Butch Jones is out of Tennessee. John doesn't watch the show because he's working harder. Should have got a droid. Who'd this guy took? Antonio Brown. Then the next horseman goes. It's my pick. No, it's not. That's a late. Man, they sent that notification. I would have auto drafted. I have a full battery because it's plugged in while I do a 3-hour fantasy football show, my guy. I mean, it's charged because I charge it. We got to wait on this, by the way. This is coming all the way back around. Gornett, Brown, Gurley, Fournette, all gone. So I'm definitely taking Jordan Howard if he comes back around, but I have a feeling that these guys will all go receiver. And like one guy will get cute. Nope, there he is. Okay, 4 horsemen gone. Okay, so we're looking at stud receivers. We're looking at Bilal Powell. We're looking at McCaffrey. We're still looking at this Gronk Brady stack too. Because I get wraps for the rest of the game. So here, 4-6-5-1 is when I could grab Gronk Brady. Like I'm picking wraps for the rest of the draft. So, ugly ass phone case, man. I'll Gronk spike this shit in my driveway. I don't get my phone case because I'm a fashionable man. I get my phone case because I'm trying to keep my investment alive, boy. I rock without the case sometimes. I go nude. Take stones, though. You gotta have stones. Melvin Gordon and LaShawn McCoy, I don't like really. Whatever. Julio's off the board. We're flying a little bit here. No quarterbacks yet. AJ Green's off the board. So Brown, Jones, and Green are all off the board. But I still like... Oh, there's Brady. Dream is dead. 2 tight end stack. Ingram, Gronk. It's my pick, guys. Last pick of the second round. Who's this guy going to take? McCaffrey sniped. Oh, my God. All right, guys. Ingram or Kamara, but I also got Powell. So I'm going to take one more running back. So let's take Bilal Powell, and let's move on to receiver. I think we should take Gronk. I'm taking Gronk. Gronk and Bilal Powell. I don't care if it's a Game Boy. Powell. And then I love Gronk. Our roster's looking Spice Grill. Now we're just going to double back, and we need a 1 wide out tight end. Everybody's going to grab one, and 1 quarterback. Everybody's going to grab one. I like Dez if he's hanging. If Dez is hanging. Golden Tate's good too. Marvin Jones, Bobby Woods, Bobby Dubs. Deshaun Jackson pass. Ba 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 da da da. Up in 9 picks, ya boys. Nine picks. Ba ba ba. 8 picks. 8 picks. I gotta get back to the draft screen. I'm on the main screen. I gotta get back to the draft screen. Ingram does have good value, I think. I think in terms of the receivers available, he's got really good value. Devontae Freeman, Alvin Kamara. I get it. I get it. I get what we're doing there. Six picks. Ugh, these quarterbacks are not going yet. I would have liked more quarterbacks to go, but everyone's doing the same strategy as me. Everyone seems to have figured this out pretty good, this draft thing. Everyone waits on quarterbacks really strongly. I'm okay with that. Boo 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 ba doo 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 ra da 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 da. Four picks, guys. Tate, there goes Dez. We got to buckle down here. Hopkins is gone. Ingram's gone. Stafford's gone. So for quarterbacks, as we hit 20 minutes left to the show, Matt Ryan still sitting there, boys. Matt Ryan, Tyrod, Dak, Fitz, Breeze. I get to take, I'm guaranteed one of these 4, which is tight. I would have went Tate and then Ingram. Dak. He took Dak. I love that because I want Matt Ryan. We want Breeze. I don't like the cold, and they've been running the ball a ton. Cam on Monday. Drew Brees. We're going to put the blame on Dubs. We're going to put the blame on Dubs. Evan Ingram or Marvin Jones? I need everybody's opinion. 17 seconds. Evan Ingram or Marvin Jones? Evan Ingram or Marvin Jones? Evan Ingram or Marvin Jones? Let me see it, boys. Let me see it, boys. The Saints will play from behind today. That means they're going to eat the blitz and they can't run the ball. That's not good. Marvin Jones, baby. All I need is one. Sorry, Joe. All right, baby. Drew Brees, Le'Veon Bell, Bilal Powell, Gronk, and Marvin Jones. That group fucks. You guys like this? Tim said Jones. That means Jones is the right answer. We're locked in, baby. 6 teams. Only one can win. Ba 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 da da da. Ba ba ba. I'm just putting in some stuff, guys. I love this squad. Okay, here we go. So this should be queued to the McRib video. Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm getting here? I can't. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's try turning the volume up here.
I'm on silent. Hold on.
No sound, buddy. No sound. No sound. What if I unplug it? Do I get sound now? If I unplug it? Was there ever sound? This is good. For made during the show, the Checkdown thanks you. Rick, do we really want Bills D for the bags? No. Let's see what else we can pick up with 15 minutes left. Let's try to save the scumbags. Oh, one last tip. I am looking for a team that is out of the playoffs that we can adopt as the official fantasy football team as the Checkdown, like a real tire fire that we can like rescue with free agents. If you know someone with a team that is absolutely dead in the water, bring them to me, baby. Bring them to me, baby. All right, Donnie, let's look at the defenses we got here. I'm done. The show's over. Mine is dead. Oh, Jimmy, are you donating your team to the Checkdown right now? You know we're going to make your team kneel before the anthem, right? Jimmy. Okay, Buccaneers defense. I got a picture from Scott. Hold on. Buccaneers defense. Chargers defense. I don't really futz with. Redskins defense at home. I don't really futz with. Packers defense. Don't really futz with. Browns defense. Don't really futz with. Bengals defense. Let me know in the chat if you'd rather take the. Let me know in the chat if you'd rather take the Jets defense at Tampa over the Bills defense home to New Orleans. I think the Bills has a better chance at making plays, but I do think that the Jets have a good matchup against a really shorthanded. Exactly. I think the Jets have potential, but they also have potential to get blown out. I like the Bills, man. I really do like the Bills. In Buffalo, man, they ripped up the Falcons in Buffalo. They tore them apart. I got no problem with staying with the Bills. Sorry, Donnie boy. Let's stay in the flames. You dig? We're finishing up here on the Checkdown. It's been a really good show. Like, above average show. And, I just wanted to say how proud I am of you guys for coming together. Bills, baby, Bills. Bills for your bags. Bills for your bags. Bills for your bags. Bills for your bags. I just took my 5 dimes balance down to $15. So we are rolling on these early games. Let's go, boys. If you have any other questions, I'm out here. We talked about a lot of great things today. Let's look at the DraftKings stuff I have up today, because I did a couple of DraftKings lineups today because I really, really like the slate, and I thought I had a lot of good information. Marlon Mack from behind over Mixon or Murray. No, Jimmy, no. That's why you're in that position. Moonshine Beambox, Riddick or Crowell, 0.5 PPR. Give me Riddick and the 0.5, really. This is the screen that I'm working with today. So these are a couple of entries that I like. Where are the two that I like the best? These. This is the one that I like the best, I think. Oh, this is tiers. Sorry. I like this one. I got a little Eli Manning to Sterling Shepard stack with Lev Bell and Fournette and Gronk. So I just crammed big names that I could bank on into a lineup and see if the lower players can hit their value. I also got Lev Bell and Jordan Howard and Bilal Powell in a group, and I was able to cram in AJ Green by going cheap everywhere else. I also like this one with Darkwa, Powell, right? So 2 cheap backs with high upsides. Then I can get 2 stud receivers, Brown and AJ, with a nice little Stafford, Marvin Jones stack. So going in a couple of different directions. I'm not always a big stack guy, but I got a Ryan Sanu stack, Manning Shepard stack. I think it's important in some games. No stack. Well, Stafford Reddick stack here, but nothing crazy. This one has Fournette and Jordan Howard, and then a little bit more balance everywhere else. So we'll see how that does. You know, we'll hopefully make some money today. There's like a thing where I can see how much money I can win if everything wins. Currently winning. Oh, possible winnings, $10,940. Could be a nice little day for the Checkdown. Ayy. The money in DFS doesn't really play into account unless you're putting $10 into an entry. Once you start putting $9, $10 into an entry, that's when you're starting to pull multiple $1,000s. Start bench cut, lifetime private plane, beer tits, hot beefy McD. Wow, definitely cutting beer tits, just cutting them off. And I'm going to bench the beefy McD because I want to start on a lifetime private jet. Are you kidding me, Roger? I can't believe it's a thing. It's honestly insane. Insane. Whoop. Lifetime private jet. Lifetime private jet. Gorgalore, what's up? You got a real question. You're my boy. You always get your questions answered. Orleans Dark Horse, CJ Anderson. That is a really, really tough play. Ideally, I would get both of them in your lineup. I think CJ Anderson's a stud. My biggest problem is that Devontae Booker and Jamal Charles are seeing increasing looks, and Darkwa's got a really positive matchup today. So talent has me thinking Anderson, but realism and projections have me leaning Darkwa. Either way, I'm going with starting both if you can. Chip challenge, I'm okay for any spicy challenge. If you guys send me any type of challenge, I'll do any type of challenge. I don't care, except for the boiling water challenge. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm not an idiot. Real talk, how do I feel about Dion Lewis tonight? I feel like if Rex Burkhead wasn't healthy, it would be Lewis's job to lose. Mike Gillisley is out of the picture, so we started with these 4 guys, right? Gillisley, Lewis, White, Burkhead. Gillisley took over week 1. That's great. Short yardage. Not happening. James White, A lot of good opportunities, but the fumbling really came back to bite him. And now here comes Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis is getting majority touch share, majority snap share. But you see when they get Burkhead in the action, the kid makes plays. If Rex Burkhead doesn't score 6 touchdowns, I'm going to need a picture of his face. Remember how the show works. So I think that it's an interesting situation to monitor. Would I like to start Lewis or White? Not really, but Brady really does trust Dion Lewis. It's a really good point. They like Dion Lewis in the slot. He's more versatile. James White is just very reliable, but once he starts losing that reliability, he's a hundo P useless. So, interesting dynamic, but I'm interested to see how it works. That game's very interesting because I don't see what Denver got their doors blown off last week. They said they adjusted, but they didn't adjust their quarterback, so how can things really get better? That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at bad quarterbacks, y'all. That's it. Bad quarterbacks, y'all. It's good. Final 8, baby. 10 left on the check. Does James White's mom love him? 100%. Stay away from New England running backs. Stay away from Green Bay running backs. Stay away from, what am I missing? Seattle running backs. That's where we're at right now. I wouldn't even start a Tampa back. I wouldn't start an Arizona back. I wouldn't start a Dallas back until they figure. Oh, desperation. I would start Morris today. What other teams wouldn't I start a back from? I need another week on this Eagles. I don't know if I would start Ajayi next week. I know I'm going to get questions about Ajayi next week. I don't know. I got to read some beat writers, and they don't really know because that's a totally new situation. So we keep an eye on that. Washington running backs is another one of a thing that I'm not a huge. This is it, man. Bad quarterbacks and injuries. Bad quarterbacks and injuries are making fantasy football a very volatile marketplace, man. We got to be ahead of the game, ahead of our projections, and we got to figure out who's actually good and who's consistently running into bad matchups. Because when you find a team that's actually good, or you think a team is good, but they've just been running into good matchups like this Saints defense, I think the Saints are going to get exposed a little bit today. You have to start 2 backs and it's 10 teams to stay away from. 100%, man. 100%. And that's why I did the segment on workhorses, because when there's only so many guys guaranteeing 20 carries, you want to have one of those guys, bottom line. One of those guys has to be on your team, or title contention is a really far cry, because there are 4 running backs that are capable of 40 burgers, and Amir Abdullah is never dropping no gosh darn 40 burger. That's just the way it is. Speaking of burger, it might just be the best lettuce and tomato burger ever. Yeah, it's why your first couple picks are crucial, but it's also why, Rob, you see a lot of big-time fantasy analysts. You see a lot of big-time fantasy analysts going wide receiver to start, because they know the volatility of running backs is so crazy, and you really only need to get, if you can get one stud and play PPR committee, you lose a lot on a stud if the stud goes down. It's tough. It's tough. I emphasize running backs this year, and it's worked out really well for me, but also because I was able to snag Kareem Hunt in a lot of late rounds. You know? I liked Le'Veon Bell. I made sure I got him. I liked David Johnson. I made sure I got him where I could get him. And I stayed away. You also win, you win with the stud running back, but also, like, the Hopkins, the people that took Hopkins were feeling pretty good early. Jordy Nelson had a really good start to the season. Like, the stud receivers still do stud things sometimes. Antonio Brown's had some really good weeks. But yeah, those dudes, you got to have one of those dudes. Gorgalore. I like Thielen over Diggs, especially in PPR. Diggs is going to draw Josh Norman this week. Doesn't really move around. Norman stays in position, but that's going to be where he's going to spend the majority of his time. And you'll see Thielen in the slot, and then Thielen can move around and get his 7 catches for 70 yards. Hopefully get in the end zone. That'd be tight. That would be tight. I asked earlier if Josh Gordon was picking up off the waiver. I missed your answer. So the thing about Josh Gordon is you are effectively adding a Cleveland Browns wide receiver to your roster. So I have all the confidence in the world in Josh Gordon. My issue is with the people under center. But if by the end of the year, Josh Gordon and Corey Coleman are the starting receivers. Now we got threats out here. Now we got real threats out here. So, yeah, it's a whoa. So Tony, if you've got the spot for him, this isn't like a Corey Davis where when he's ready, he goes. What team did he go off for 3 years ago? Who? Who went off? Yeah, so he's a Browns receiver, but he went off for the Browns. Yeah, but Jason Campbell was his quarterback. That's like a real quarterback who's played playoff games. That's not the same thing. Like, Josh Gordon is going to come in and the expectations are going to be really high. Now it's a Kaiser thing. Campbell Gamble. Oh, Chiazzo. We got a Josh Gordon truther in the chat, y'all. Jason Campbell's an Auburn Tiger. Don't mess with me. Dude had Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Williams, and he couldn't run a successful triple option. Fuck out of here. Yeah, you pick up Gordon if you really, really, really have a roster opening, but otherwise, it's a high-risk stash for potentially minimal gains. Potentially minimal gains. I'm not even going to just go call it minimal gains, but I get the upside. I get the upside. Do I want him? Maybe. Do I want to drop Kenny Golladay for him? No. It's just not happening. That's the way we do it. Boys, it's been a hell of a show. But we're going to wrap this up because I want to watch some football. If you're still here, I'm going to try to do a night show tonight. A last week tonight type wrap-up show for YouTube, I think. I'm going to try it. If I write a good script, I'm going to work on it, and if I get it right, then it'll be good. If it works, well, it works. But y'all been beautiful. Keep an eye out for that. Yeah, keep your lettuce and tomato cool with your burgers hot. I will be watching football, doing what I do, and whoa, T Swift album's blasting. I'm going to be blasting that new T Swizzy, baby. Good job, guys. Short Thursday show, Wednesday show, but we're going to try with this. It's like a John Oliver last week tonight, and we'll see if if it's funny, then we'll keep doing it. But if it's not funny, nobody gives a fuck. Enjoy your Sunday, baby. Hi, Mom. It's gonna pick up. It's gonna pick up. You ready for this part? It's my favorite part.